in that way, so we don't really have anything that we need to be looking at as this just how everybody's going to finish out in standings in the Central Kansas League. Smoky Valley coming into this matchup with a record of 6-13 on the girls' side, 1-6 in the CKL, while Larned comes in at 6-2 in the league. In third.
Living the sweet life that's so Swedish downtown Lindsborg.
At Mid-Kansas Credit Union, we live by our motto, grounded in the past, growing for the future. We are a full-service credit union with offices in Mound Ridge and Buhler. Mid-Kansas Credit Union would like to wish all the athletes the best of luck as they compete this season.
Protect your home with WaveTech Roofing and Guttering in McPherson. Eco-friendly, synthetic roofing to lifetime gutter systems, we deliver durability you can count on. Call today for your free estimate or visit wavetechroofing.com.
Elevate every space with the Good Merchant in Lindsborg. From unique home decor to thoughtful gifts and beautiful accessories, you'll find the good stuff for every occasion. Shop your style at the Good Merchant, downtown Lindsborg.
On St. Patrick's Day, everyone's looking for a little luck. But when it comes to auto body repair, luck shouldn't be part of the plan. At Hutch Auto Body, we rely on skill, experience, and craftsmanship, not four-leaf clovers. From minor dents to major collisions, Hutch Auto Body will get your vehicle back to looking its best. Hutch Auto Body, first-class service, on time, every time.
Whether you want a small home remodel or need repairs done or have a brand new build project in mind, Erickson Custom Building is your choice. All of us at Erickson Custom Building would like to thank our customers for 20 years of business and friendship. Brian and the crew at Erickson have spent those years developing excellent customer service and quality leadership for all types of projects, big or small, traditional or trendy. When your project is finished, it will reflect your vision for quality and follow-through that exceeds your expectations, not your budget. Call Erickson Custom Building or find us on the web at ericksoncustombldg.com.
Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
Welcome back in the Midway Motors broadcast booth on the Midway Motors Drive of the game. It is Smoky Valley and Larned here on the girls' side in our first of two games here in our doubleheader. Wrapping up Central Kansas League regular season action, the Smoky Valley boys will be hosting Fredonia in the first round of Sub-State coming up on Thursday right here in Lindsborg, while the Smoky Valley girls will take the long road trip to Caney to take on Caney Valley in the first round of Sub-State action. It is the Vikings and Indians to finish out the regular season, though, tonight here in Lindsborg. Smoky Valley at 6-13, 1-6 in the CKL, averaging 33.5 points and giving up 43.5, while Larned comes in at 16-6, 5-2 in the Central Kansas League. They're averaging just 45.5 points a game, but they give up 33.5 defensively. Again, they are 16-6 on the season. They've had some tough losses and some tight games, and they battled with some of the better teams in the league. They lost to Hillsboro by just 2, 42-40. Other losses this year have come to Holcomb and Colby out west. They lost to Inman in the semifinals of the St. John Midwinter Classic. And also they did beat Heston 50-47, probably their premier win of the season here this year. They lost to Halstead by just 9, 43-34. And the Dragons are undefeated this season. They're coming off of wins over Haven and Hoisington on Friday. They won that game over the Cardinals in Hoisington as they were led by Jaden Crosby with 14 points and Brooke Simmons added 11. Crosby's been the leading scorer all season for Larned. She is a two-time All-League pick, an honorable mention selection as a freshman last year as a sophomore. She was a second-team pick in the league. I would imagine as a junior she will get into that first-team rank. 16.5 points, 6.5 rebounds, a game, 2 assists, and a steal per contest. Shooting 72% from the free throw line and 51% from the floor, 36% from three-point land. If you can slow down Jaden Crosby, you're going to have more success against Larned. There's no question about that when you look at their squad. Also, for the Indians this year, averaging 9 points a game is sophomore Lauren Sletter at 3.5 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals a game. Brooke Simmons is averaging 6.5 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Tayton Reynolds is a 5'4 junior, averaging 5 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, and 2 steals. And Cassidy Walks is a junior, averaging 5 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal and a half for Larned. Smoky Valley is being led by Kinsley Hankston this season, back up to around 8 points a game after having 19 in a tough loss to Pratt, 48-44 on Friday. Smoky Valley had as big of a 13-point lead in the third quarter, but Pratt never backed down, and they took a lead late, got a late bucket, and went up 4. And they were able to hold on for that 4-point win in the end. 48-44 was the final as Smoky Valley couldn't get a bucket down the stretch there, and the Greenbacks picked up the victory. Hankston averaging 8 points, again 19 on Friday. She's at 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals a game as well. She did miss a couple games with an injury and was a little bit slow on her feet a couple games after that, but really looked closer to her own form there in that last game against Pratt. She hopes to carry that over here today against the Larned Indians. Also for Smoky Valley, Natalie Brown averaging 5.5 points, 7.5 rebounds a game. Cameron Ryan at 5 points, 5.5 points, 4 rebounds a contest for the Vikings. Eiley DeVar averaging 4.5 points, 2 rebounds a game. And they're also getting 2.5 points, 2.5 rebounds a game from Braylon Whitaker. Grace Dudley is averaging 3.5 points, 3.5 boards. Sage Patrick at 2.5 points, 2 rebounds a game for Smoky Valley. Jason Drulard, their coach, in his 5th year, with a record of 53-52 in that time. Larned coached by Jared Smith in his 5th year as well. They're 42-65 in his time. He's assisted by Amanda Clark. Jason Drulard assisted by Kimmy Lynn Shields and Danielle Lambert. It is Smoky Valley and Larned getting set to take the court here tonight in this Central Kansas League contest. Smoky Valley coming in on a 6-game losing streak. Larned has won 3 straight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's game between the Larned Indians and your Smoky Valley Vikings.
When we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups, get you ready for tip-off from Midway Motors broadcast booth. The Midway Motors drive the game. This is Viking basketball on KLBG.
The Midway Motors
Sportsmanship that would make your school and community proud. Let us all work together in making all high school activities a positive experience. By being courteous and respectful to all players and officials, we can help assure high school activities are indeed the other half of education. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise at this time for our national anthem, performed by Smoky Valley High School junior Emma Chaput.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well done. Good job, Emma. Our officials for tonight's game, Kyle Lorson, Adam Albers, and Vance Unrau. We'll introduce starting lineups in alternating order, beginning with our visitors from Larned. Starting for the Indians, number 2, a 5'7" junior, Cassidy Walks. For the Vikings, number 1, a 5'5" junior, Kinsley Haxton. For the Indians, number 4, a 5'4" junior, Tayton Reynolds. For the Vikings, number 5, a 5'6" senior, Eiley DeBar. For the Indians, number 10, a 5'7" junior, Brooke Simmons. For the Vikings, number 11, a 5'6" senior, Caitlin Lees. For the Indians, number 22, a 5'7" sophomore, Lauren Sletter. For the Vikings, number 22, a 5'9" junior, Cammie Ryan. For the Indians, number 31, a 6' junior, Jaden Crosby. And for the Vikings, number 40, a 5'9" senior, Hope Schrog. Larned's girls are coached by Jared Smith and Amanda Clark. The Vikings are coached by Jason
Cleaners in Salina. It's our job to make you look your best. Smoky Valley in their home white uniforms, the orange numbers and lettering trimmed in black. They have Vikings across the front of the jersey, and they have a black stripe that gets thin to a kind of a thicker diagonal black stripe on the side of the shorts as well. And Larned is in some uniforms that look very much like Tennessee's uniforms. They're not quite black. They're more of a charcoal or anthracite type color, and they have the white numbers and lettering trimmed in orange. They have that Tennessee-style checkerboard thick stripe down the side of their jersey and shorts. The lettering kind of looks like the KU lettering. The font, you know the font if you're a KU fan, right? Larned on the front of the jerseys for the Indians. Jaden Crosby at the center of the floor for Larned. For Smoky Valley, it's Cameron Ryan. We're ready to tip it off here in Lindsborg. He tosses up, tipped into the Smoky Valley backcourt to Hope Schrog, who gets it off to Kinsley Haxton. And we are underway in this Central Kansas League showdown. Feet inside, looking for Ryan. The ball's tipped loose. Crosby has an early steal for Larned. Quickly up the floor to the rack. Scoop layup against Haxton. Rolls off the back heel and rolls in for Jaden Crosby as Larned takes an early 2-0 lead. And Smoky Valley has the basketball going against pressure. Up ahead, passes over the head of Cameron Ryan, and an early turnover here for Smoky Valley, their second actually, as the Vikings give that one back to the Indians. Inbound play for Larned as they go to Tayton Reynolds, quickly across half court to Walks, into the corner. This is Simmons with it. Back over to Reynolds, left wing. Sletter, top of the key, free throw line. Crosby gets it back on the right lane line, fitting in the middle of the lane to Reynolds. Back out top, Sletter. Open three on the way, and it's smooth for the lefty. Lauren Sletter knocks it down to give Larned a 5-0 lead. Smoky Valley the basketball. Haxton to Lease, back to Haxton. Spinning off the defense of Walks on the far sideline. Kinsley blows by the defense across half court. Pressure by Reynolds, had to pick up her dribble. Back out top. At the volleyball spike line, this is Cameron Ryan with it. She dribbles left lane line, takes it on the lane, and a jump ball forced, and the possession will go to the Indians. So Smoky Valley giving it back to Larned there. Larned with the early 5-0 advantage in this one. Larned again averaging 45.5 points. Their most points in a game this season was 65 against Nickerson. Sletter has it, left side wing for the Indians. Back over to Crosby, who resets out top. Over to the right wing, this is Reynolds. Back to Crosby behind a screen, and open three from the left wing. Spinning around and out. Schrog has the rebound on the left block for Smoky Valley. Not many times you'll see a 6-footer just having set plays set up for them to shoot from the outside. You will in the college game, but not much in high school. Schrog was looking inside from the elbow for Lease. The ball's tipped out, and a steal from behind. Crosby has it for Larned into the corner. Sletter fakes on a three. Passes back out toward the free throw line. It's over the head of the intended target. Reynolds, and a steal for Haxton. Haxton up the floor. Hit from behind. They call a foul. They did. And the Vikings will keep the possession. The foul was on Cassidy Walks. Somehow my foul count got deleted from my score sheet on 4 players. Not really sure how that happened. First foul called on Walks, and team foul number 1 on Larned. Haxton free throw line jumper on the way and good for Smoky Valley. Kinsley Haxton scores the first bucket of the game for the Vikings. 5-2 Larned with the early lead. Up the floor we have a push on Smoky Valley as Larned comes across the timeline. Caitlin Lease called for her first personal. Team foul number 1 on the Vikings. Natalie Brown into the game for Smoky Valley, the 5'10 freshman for Caitlin Lease. And also checking in Braylon Whitaker, the 5'6 sophomore for Hope Schrog. I would guess probably the other way around. Whitaker for Lease and Brown for Schrog. 2-3 zone defense for Smoky Valley. Sletter has it out to Walks. High post, free throw line. Crosby turns, left lane line into the corner now. Reynolds drives in, floater on the way, left short. And the rebound goes to Cameron Ryan for Smoky Valley off the miss by Reynolds. Viking basketball as Natalie Brown has it. Brown across half court at that SB logo. Dribbles over to the right side, gets it to Whitaker. Braylon dribbles into the corner. Back to Brown on the wing extended. Free throw line, kicks it out top for Haxton. Right lane line, Kinsley adjusts, puts up a runner that was partially tipped, and then a foul called very late on Cassidy Walks. That'll be her second on the shot attempt this time for Kinsley Haxton. So 2 free throws coming up for Kinsley. 5:03 to play in the first quarter. 5-2 Larned with the lead. Haxton shooting just under 53% from the line this season. The first one bounces up high and off to the right. She's got another one coming up. Cami Upson coming into the game, the 6'1 senior for the first time for Larned. She averages 4.5 points and 3 rebounds this season as Walks gets a breather with her second foul. Second free throw here for Kinsley Haxton upcoming. On the way and good for Smoky Valley. Kinsley has all 3 early points from the Vikings. It's 5-3 in favor of Larned. Pressure put on by Smoky Valley to get it to Crosby across half court to the left side for Simmons. Back out top, Reynolds, Simmons left wing. 4:50 to play, first quarter. Crosby turns at the left elbow, back to Simmons. She head fakes on a 3, drives in, left lane line floater on the way missing. Rebound tapped by DeBar and taken out by Brown. Natalie has it and back to Haxton. Kinsley will bring it up the floor for the Smoky Valley on the left side. Reynolds knocked it out of her hands. She got it back. High screen set by Brown. Haxton bounce pass into the corner for Ryan Cameron. An open 3 from the right side. Way too much juice on it. Backside rebound on the left block goes to Sletter for Larned. Quick outlet. Crosby fires 3 left side. That bounces off the back on a miss. Rebound. Haxton throws it off of Simmons, but not hard enough as it is retrieved by Simmons. And Larned keeps possession. Nice play on a scoop running layup Euro step on the left side from Jaden Crosby. She's got 4. Larned back up 7-3. Halfway through the first quarter, Natalie Brown with it for Smoky Valley, running point this time. Dribbles over to the left side. Reynolds trying to pick her pocket, knocked it out from behind, but a little bit too much contact on the second steal attempt. First personal foul called on Tatum Reynolds and the third team foul on Larned. So a couple more substitutions coming in for Smoky Valley. Sage Patrick will be in for Eiley DeBar. Patrick, a 5'6 freshman, and also Cameron Ryan checking out, and Sophie Iyer in for the first time, 5'7 junior for Smoky Valley. Brown setting things up for the Vikings out top. Gets a screen from Patrick on the left wing. Natalie drives inside, dribbled off of her foot, but got it back. Turns right lane line, throws up a banker that goes in. A strong shot from Brown, literally, as she had to power it through the defense. 7-5 in favor of Larned. 3:35 to play in the first. Cross half court, Simmons has a foot out of bounds, and it's a turnover for the Indians. Back to Smoky Valley. Second turnover for Larned in the first quarter as the Vikings have the possession. The inbound play for Kinsley Haxton with 3:31 to play in the first and a 7-5 Larned lead. Across the timeline, Brown dribbles right lane line. Pull-up jump shot on the way, missing. Rebound tapped around. Iyer tries to save it and does, but it goes through the legs of Upson and back over to Simmons for Larned. Across the timeline, a skip pass, Upson. Right side of 3 for Reynolds on the way. Bounces off the back iron and misses. Long rebound goes out of bounds and back to Smoky Valley. So the Vikings have it. And the inbound play. Brown has it in from Haxton. Top of the key, Brown open for 3. It's off to the left, missing. Sletter has the rebound on the left block again for Larned. Indian basketball with a 7-5 lead. 2:50 to play first quarter. Larned basketball. Sletter swinging it left side. Reynolds has it, lobbing over the head of Crosby, and a steal for Sophie Iyer. Third turnover of the first quarter for the Indians. Brown back the other way for Smoky Valley. Out top of the key with a crossover dribble on the left lane. Gets by. A nice screen from Patrick to clear out the lane. She was just standing straight up and cleared out the defense, and Brown ties the game with a layup. 7-7 tie with 2:25 in the first quarter. Crosby across half court. Underneath looking for Simmons. Some contact from Sophie Iyer. A little bit incidental, but she was the one that created it. And gets called for her first foul. Team foul number 2 on Smoky Valley in this first quarter. 2:20 to play in quarter number 1 in a 7-7 tie between the Vikings and Indians. Quick inbound play. Sletter has it. One-handed skip with the left over to Simmons. She takes a dribble back out top. Crosby back to Simmons. Whitaker adjusts in the 2-3 zone defense as Simmons brings it back at the circle at half court, resetting the offense. Reynolds with a head fake. Whitaker on the defense. In the corner, Crosby back to Reynolds. Lob pass in for Upson. Swinging it right side. Sletter open for 3. Banking off the mark. Rebound tap loose. Haxton trying to get it before it goes out of bounds. She saves it in, but Larned has it in the front court. Never really a change of possession as the Indians get it back, as it was tipped in the Smoky Valley side by Haxton. Simmons over the left wing to Reynolds. Back to Simmons. Swinging it right side. Sletter. High post, right elbow. Crosby back to Simmons. Spinning at the left elbow. Picks up her dribble in a tough spot and gets it back over to Reynolds. Might have slid her pivot foot. Simmons has it back to the volleyball spike line out top. Sletter on the right wing into the corner for Crosby. She fakes on a 3. Now fakes a skip as it's well defended by Smoky Valley. Sletter back to Simmons. Left corner Reynolds. Back to Simmons out top. One dribble. Sletter right wing. Head fake. Skip pass left side Reynolds. Good recovery and closeout by Whitaker in the middle of the lane. The ball's tipped loose. Iyer has a steal and a foul called on Larned. I believe Simmons, and it is. It's the first on Brooke. Team foul number 4 on the Indians. 1:02 to play first quarter in a 7-7 tie. Cameron Ryan, Grace Dudley, and Eiley DeBar checking in for Smoky Valley. Haxton, Iyer, and Whitaker all get a breather. Dudley out there for the first time as a 5'10 freshman for Smoky Valley. She's provided a lot of good minutes this year for the Vikings, averaging 3.5 points, 3.5 rebounds a game. Dribbling left side, Brown has it on a pick and roll, finds Dudley, back into the corner to Barr. Eiley with a head fake on a 3, bounce pass out top. Brown bobbles but gets it back. Right elbow back to Dudley. Fakes the 3, back into the corner for Brown. 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Brown dribbling out top. Reynolds knocked the ball loose, and it's into the middle of the lane. A steal for Upson. Larned basketball with 39 seconds left in the first quarter in a 7-7 tie. Sletter into the corner for Crosby. Cut off on the baseline. Saves it in for Upson, who's open with a shot over Brown. Cammie Upson with her first basket of the game for Larned, and the Indians reclaim a 2-point lead, 9-7. Smoky Valley basketball as Brown dribbles on the right side. A little hesitation move on the right lane line. Patrick a 3 from the right side. Spinning halfway down a pop down. Reynolds the rebound at the left block for Larned. Indian basketball up the floor, a miss on a 3-point attempt, but a rebound by Upson underneath, and she lays it in. 4 straight points for Cammie Upson. 11-7, clock running down, and Smoky Valley won't get a shot off before the end of the first quarter, or at least a good-looking shot. We're at the end of 1. It is Larned 11, Smoky Valley 7. Indians scored the final 4 points there. The first, we're back in the second quarter from the Midway Motors broadcast booth in 60 seconds. This is Viking basketball on KLBG.
Spring and jingles in Lindsborg. Fresh fashion, vibrant accessories, charming home goods, and so much more. Bloom into something new today. Sister Bojangles, downtown Lindsborg. Hey, Chief of Vikings of all ages. Lindsborg Community Hospital. Here when you need us. From the Family Health Care Clinic, urgent care, sports rehab, to a long list of many services you can discover at lindsborghospital.org.
Life's better when you're under our roof because our agents can help you choose insurance to help protect what matters most. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family could have the help they need to continue to pursue their dreams.
Visit your local American Family Insurance agent, Steve Barr, at 807 North Main, McPherson.
Products not available in all states. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
One quarter down here in Lindsborg as Larned leads 11-7 over Smoky Valley. It will be Viking basketball to start the second quarter. Kinsley Haxton on the far side to throw it in and goes into the backcourt to Cameron Ryan. Big thanks to Smoky Valley Public Schools, our title sponsor here today. Ryan has it right side. Left that one short, grazed a little bit in net. Patrick, the rebounder, shot attempt blocked by Upson. As the Indians get the rebound. Reynolds out top to the right side to Sletter. Back to Reynolds, head fake, and Haxton read that one, steps in front of the pass, steals it away. Iyer has it now, back inside, looking for Patrick. That ball ripped out, a tie-up forced, and Larned will have the basketball. So the Indians get it back there. Again, Smoky Valley Public Schools are our title sponsor. Smoky Valley Virtual Charter School offers customizable curriculum at every grade level. Smoky Valley Public Schools, we champion for all students. Larned basketball, Sletter with a quick outlet pass up to Watts, who's back in. She had 2 fouls in the first quarter. They're looking to get her back going. Feeding inside Upson, out top, Sletter, right side Crosby. Driving baseline and a blocking foul out top, called on Eiley DeBar. That's her first. First team foul on Smoky Valley. A few more of our sponsors include Smoky Valley Bakery, McGee Roofing, Idea Tech, Pleasant View Home, Conklin Cars, and Art Shirt Gear for Sport. Inbound play coming baseline. Tatum Reynolds to throw it in. Extended out deep to Crosby on the right side. Over to the left wing now. Sletter's open for three. Knocking it down. Nothing but net. The second three-pointer of the game from Sletter. And it's a 7-0 run right now for Larned. Back to the end of the first quarter. 6:56 to play first half. 14-7 Indians with the lead. DeBar has it. Head fake inside. Back to Haxton. Swinging right side Ryan. Cameron turns out the defensive Reynolds on the dribble. Picks it up. Trying to throw it into the corner. Crosby knocks it loose, and then it goes off the legs of Sophie Iyer out of bounds. Back to Larned. There's another Viking turnover back into the game for Larned. Is Simmons for walks. And Allison Townsend, the 5'8 senior, checking in. Inbound play. Reynolds gets it over to Sletter. Back to Reynolds. Head fakes across half court. Taking a couple dribbles in a tough spot. Got it back to Sletter. She didn't establish. Reynolds was still in the backcourt. Sletter was going to throw the ball back to her, and Tatum kind of just waited to get across until the ball was in the air, and then she jumped into the front court. And can't do that. That's a violation, as you got to be fully into the front court to catch that pass. This is not the same situation. You can't inbound from the front to the back court, and that's what Smoky Valley does. Haxton hands it off to Ryan. Cameron gets a screen out there from Patrick, puts up a shot that was partially blocked, and the rebound goes to Tatum Reynolds. Larned basketball, quick outlet, Brooke Simmons with it, left side of the wing. This is Reynolds. Taking a couple dribbles, looking at the sideline. Coach Smith to get the play call. High post Crosby at the left elbow, turns, lobs inside to Townsend. She lost it. Tried to get it back and tried to save it, but she was standing out of bounds in that process, so it goes back to Smoky Valley. Another Larned turnover there, and we have a timeout on the floor. 5:59 to play in the first half. It's 14-7 in favor of the Indians. And we'll take the timeout as well. We're back in 60 seconds from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. This is Viking basketball on KLBG.
Hi, this is Kurt Marshall. Bank of the Plains is committed to providing high-quality financial services while maintaining the highest standards of integrity, customer service, and professionalism. Our dedicated team in Salina values our relationships with you and welcomes the opportunity to earn your business, trust, and friendship. Stop in and see us at 1900 South Ohio in Salina. Bank of the Plains, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Most people know you have to change the engine oil regularly, but did you know that there are at least 4 other fluids that need serviced at regular intervals? These include transmission, power steering, brake, transfer cases, and more. Even hybrids require regular maintenance to maximize fuel economy and reduce costly repair bills. Come see the professional service team at Jarrett Automotive to make sure your car is in tip-top condition.
When it's time to give your car some care, come to Jar. We'll see you there.
Smoky Hills Rock, 95.5.
Welcome back in the Midway Motors broadcast booth with 5:52 and counting now in the first half. Larned leads Smoky Valley 14-7. It's Viking basketball out of their timeout. Haxton following down, tipped the ball, and it's loose. Crosby has the steal all the way to the rack. Too strong on the layup attempt, and then the rebound, a foul called on Lauren Sletter for Larned. Sletter calling for her first personal, team foul number 1 on the Indians in the second quarter. Inbound play coming for Kinsley Haxton. 5:39 to play in the first half as the Vikings trail by 7. It was a 7-7 tie at one point late in the first quarter. And Larned has scored 7 straight since that point. High screen from Ryan. Haxton picks it up, feeds Ryan inside. Cameron turning against the defense, splits the defenders, missed the shot. Rebound tipped around. Simmons comes out of there with it for Larned. Pushing the floor, she has it on the right side wing. High dribble, but she kept her hand on top of it. Flashing high post at the right elbow. This is Crosby, back to Simmons. Fakes on a 3, drives right lane. Head fakes, gets open for the 15-footer from the right, and knocks it down. Brooke Simmons with her first basket of the game, and it's now a 9-0 run for Larned, leading 16-7. Viking basketball as Kinsley Haxton gets the play call from Coach Drew Larned on the bench. Haxton a high screen from Patrick, picks up the dribble into the left corner for Iyer. Sophie takes a couple dribbles of her own and cut off by Crosby with a bounce pass back to the left wing to Haxton. Haxton with a crossover off a screen from Patrick on the left wing into the corner for Iyer. Sophie for 3, nothing but net. Sophie Iyer has shown in her career that corner 3 can be the one she makes. That's her 4th made 3 of the year. Ends a 9-0 run. It's 16-10, Larned. 4:24 to play first half. Slater across half court to the left side. Cut off in the corner by Patrick. Back out top it goes. This is Simmons resetting offense. Reynolds on the right wing now. Cut off on a double team by Haxton and DeBar. Slater on the left wing. Back out top for Simmons. One dribble. Back over to Slater. Takes it left elbow. Pull up jump shot. Left short. Missed everything. Haxton saves the rebound. Over to Eiley DeBar. Here come the Vikings. DeBar with a quick outlet for Iyer. Sophie lost her pivot foot on the catch. Traveling call will give it back to Larned. 4 subs coming in for Smoky Valley as Dudley, Brown, Whitaker all back in. And for the first time, Brenna Flax, the 5'7" sophomore. For Haxton, DeBar, Iyer, and Patrick. The only one that stayed out there this go-around was Cameron Ryan for Smoky Valley. And some subs come in for Larned as well as Upson is back in. As is Walks. Slater has it across half court to Walks on the right side. Pressured by Dudley near half court. They get it back out to Slater. 3:41 to play first half. 16-10. Indians with the lead. Walks, pressure out there. Top of the key. Slater swinging it right side now. Walks. Near corner, Crosby has it. Back over to Walks on the right side. An overplay by Dudley. They get it back to Crosby. Open 3. Front rim missing. Rebound Natalie Brown for Smoky Valley. Crosby had 4 points in the first quarter, but she hasn't been good from deep yet in this game as she's 0 for 4. Ryan with a pull-up free throw line jumper from the right side. It rolls over the top, rolls over and hits the board and rolls in. Cameron Ryan with her first basket of the game. The lead's down to 4. 16-12, Larned. Slater across half court with a crossover dribble. Guarded out top in the 2-3 by Dudley. To the right side wing, Walks. Feeding into Upson. She's double-teamed on the baseline. Back to Walks. Slater out top, left side. Simmons with 2:50 to play first half with a bounce pass inside. And Crosby gets position against Ryan. And Cameron just trying to fight through and get position back. Gets called for a foul. That's her first. Just the second team foul on Smoky Valley in this second quarter. A few more of our sponsors include Lindsborg Community Hospital, Bethany College, Bank of the Plains, Sister Bojangles, Ag Service CarQuest, and Next Tech Wireless. Don't forget you can listen to the games on your phone with the Ad Astra Radio app, powered by Next Tech Wireless. Let us phones and devices at the best prices. Larned basketball, and we have a moving screen on the inside called on Jaden Crosby for Larned. That's her first foul, and it's away from the ball on offense. 4th turnover of the quarter for Larned. And the second team foul for the Indians. Coach Jared Smith wanting an explanation from the official on the call. As Natalie Brown comes back the other way for Smoky Valley. The trail by 4, 16-12. Brown out at the top. Hands it off to Ryan. Cameron a 3 from the right side. It's off to the left, missing. Rebound tap loose. Tracked down by Walks in the corner for Larned. Indian basketball quickly up the floor. This is Crosby fitting inside Upson. Back over to the right side, Walks. Near side of the corner, Simmons with it. Guarded by Brown. Bounce pass inside. Upson backs in on Flax. Missed the shot. Rebound tip loose. Taken out by Crosby. She falls down on the deck. Ball's tipped into the backcourt and tracked down by Slater, so it'll stay with Larned. Indians with the basketball on the near side. Simmons back to Slater. Swinging it left side. Walks. Good pressure from Braylon Whitaker on that far side. Walks lost the dribble but got it back. Slater on top now at the volleyball spike line. Swings it to the right side, Simmons. Bounces in for Upson. Skip pass, left side Walks. Firing right back in, looking for Upson. Flax steps in front of it and steals it away for Smoky Valley. Fifth turnover of the quarter for Larned. They're ninth in the first half. Natalie Brown the other way for Smoky Valley with a minute and a half left in the first half. Dribbling on the right side. Brown looking into the corner. The ball was tipped by Sletter, and it came at a different angle than Braylon Whitaker was expecting it after the tip. It goes off of her out of bounds. Back to Larned. Eiley DeBar, Kinsley Haxton, both back into the game for Smoky Valley for Grace Dudley and Brenna Flax. 1:26 left in the first half as Larned leads 16-12. Bring it across half court. Simmons finds Crosby. Dribble drive baseline. Cut off by Ryan. That's got to be an offensive foul, and it is. The second offensive foul called on Jaden Crosby. The third team foul. Another turnover for the Indians. Cameron Ryan stepping right in front there. Knew exactly what Crosby was going to do and takes the charge. 1:17 to play in the first half, and the Indians hold a 4-point lead against the Vikings. Smoky Valley playing inspired here tonight. Screen set out top by Ryan. Brown has it on the left side. Paxton, right elbow, tries to put up a floater, and a very late foul call on a block attempt by Brooke Simmons. Her second, 14th foul on Larned, and Kinsley Haxton back to the free throw line for 2 attempts for Smoky Valley. She went 1 for 2 on her first trip to the stripe. Smoky Valley as a team is 44.5% from the free throw line this season. Kinsley shooting it now 2 for 3 tonight. She came into the game just under 53% from the line. Knocks down that first one to cut the lead to a single possession at 16-13, 1:06 to play first half. Second one for Haxton on the way. Hits the front rim and misses. Natalie Brown taps the rebound out of the hands of Upson. It's out of bounds and back to Larned. A few more of our sponsors tonight. Erickson Custom Building, Midway Motors, Prairie Land Partners, American Family Insurance, Steve Barr, John Performance Automotive, and Iron Horse Financial. Larned basketball. Walks across half court. Reynolds into the corner now for Simmons. Back to Reynolds. She thought Walks was coming toward her and then lost the ball on basically what looked like a pass attempt, and she can't touch it again when that happens, and then ended up being the closest to the basketball. So when she touched it, it's a travel called on Tayton Reynolds, and another turnover for Larned. So Smoky Valley has it back, trailing by 3 with 50 seconds left in the first half. Paxton dribbling on the far side. Reynolds on the defense. Kinsley had it tipped out but got it back. Now to Brown near half court at the circle. On the right side, Brown stripped by Reynolds. A steal for Tayton. Up ahead, looking for Walks. It's out of her reach and stolen back by Kinsley Haxton. Larned has had a lot of turnovers in this first half. Up ahead, Whitaker missed a shot. Rebound goes to Brown. Natalie tries to put it back up. Blocked from behind by Simmons. Larned basketball, 19 seconds left in the first half, and I believe Coach Smith is wanting them to hold for one final shot here. Sletter has it on the right wing. Back out top it goes to Reynolds. Walks on the left side. Bounce pass, or actually was going to bounce pass, but instead kept the dribble into the corner. Reynolds, Sletter now out top with 3 on the clock. Sletter turns right side, fires a 3. It's off, missing everything, and the rebound put back. Will not know. The official underneath the basket said no, and the far side said yes. So there will be a discussion here, and what do we say? No. We have hit the end of the first half. Smoky Valley staying right there with Larned, 16-13. The Indians with the advantage over the Vikings. We'll take a timeout. We're back with our First Bank Kansas halftime report from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. This is Viking basketball, KLBG.
Coverage of Smoky Valley Vikings basketball continues next with the First Bank Kansas halftime report. First Bank Kansas is banking made personal. The Smoky Valley Vikings play on Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
My name is Lauren Doak, here to tell you about the Smoky Valley Virtual Charter School. Our virtual school offers tuition-free curriculum to students grades 6 through 12. We have over 75 elective classes in 8 career pathways. Experience learning at the Smoky Valley Virtual Charter School, an online link between home, school, and public education. Be anywhere, learn everywhere with Smoky Valley Virtual Charter School. Learn more at smokyvalley.org.
If you're changing jobs or considering early retirement, you may be wondering what to do with your 401k. Before taking any action, make sure you know the rules, as mistakes can be costly. At Iron Horse Financial, we can show you how to avoid IRS penalties and full taxation, plus a little-known strategy to access funds early. For more info, go to 401krollovermistakes.com and download your free guide. You can also reach us at 620-765-6456.
Let's be with your Ad Astra Radio halftime report. The high school basketball postseason began yesterday with 1A Division I and Division II boys sub-state quarterfinal action. In 1A Division I in the Clifton Class, Gossel fell to Wabaunsee 86-36. Canton Galva had a first-round bye, but Troy defeated Onega yesterday. Canton Galva will host Troy on Saturday. In the 1A Division I Madison sub-state, Little River had a first-round bye as well. They'll host Pratt Skyline on Saturday. They defeated Madison 54-52 last night. In the 1A Division II Hartford sub-state, Elyria Christian also had a first-round bye. They will host Peabody Burns on Saturday. They defeated Southern Coffee County 66-39 on Monday. And in the 1A Division II Wakefield sub-state, Center fell to Stafford 51-47. Last night, the number 14 Kansas Jayhawks were able to rebound with a big top 5 win at home, defeating number 5 Houston 69-56 at Allen Fieldhouse. Trey White scored a season-high 23 points to help the Jayhawks. Darren Peterson, the star freshman, played 30 minutes and had 14 points, shooting 5 of 14. Bryson Tiller also helped out with a double-double, his second of the year, with 11 points and 10 rebounds. As a team, KU shot 44%, limiting Houston to shooting just 32, including just 5 of 24 from behind the three-point arc. Kansas will look to regroup and get another big win. They will travel to Tucson to face number 2 Arizona on the road on Saturday. And the K-State women were unable to pull off the upset last night, falling at number 18 Baylor by a final score of 80-54. K-State was led by senior Tess Heel and freshman Jordan Spicer, who each had 12 points. Freshman Brandy Harad had 10 points and 4 rebounds and tied her career high with 4 steals. The K-State women will look to bounce back as they will have their regular season finale on Sunday in a rivalry matchup at home against Iowa State. And finally, looking ahead to tomorrow, the K-State men's basketball team will be in action with another road conference game. They will take on the Colorado Buffaloes in Boulder. Tip-off of the game tomorrow is at 8 o'clock. And also we'll have coverage of Bethany College women's basketball as they start off the quarterfinal round of the KCAC. They travel to Leavenworth to face off against St. Mary. You can hear coverage on Smoky Hills Rock 95.5. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock. Pre-game coverage will begin at 6:45. That's your halftime report. More basketball action is coming up right after this.
Begin your journey at Bethany College in historic Lindsborg, Kansas. Bethany College is proud to host over 30 majors and a long-standing tradition in art, music, and education located in Little Sweden, USA. When words fail, music speaks, and we want you to come make music with us. Our music program is home to competitive scholarships and internationally traveling groups. Start with a campus visit, a free application, or just check out our website at bethanylb.edu. It's always a good day to be a Swede.
Nestled in the beautiful community of Lindsborg, you'll find assisted living at its finest at Sunflower Terrace by Bethany Village. Whether you seek full independence, freedom from cooking, or just a little day-to-day assistance, Sunflower Terrace is a place you can feel at home.
Definitely come to Sunflower Terrace. Get a tour, come and look. And it was very easy, and so it was perfect.
Get your free guide today at sunflowerterrace.com.
Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
Welcome into the First Bank Kansas halftime report as Larned leads Smoky Valley in our girls contest 16-13. Vikings fighting hard with the Indians here in half number 1. Larned came in 5-2 in the CKL while Smoky Valley just 1-6, but Vikings have been able to force some Larned turnovers in that first half. 12 for Larned, 10 for Smoky Valley. Leading the way for the Indians was Lauren Sletter. She went 2 for 5 from the floor, 2 for 4 from three-point land, 6 points at halftime for Sletter. 4 points each for Jaden Crosby and Cammie Upson, and 2 points added by Brooke Simmons in the second quarter for Larned. Smoky Valley in the first half led by Natalie Brown and Kinsley Haxton with 4 points each. 2 points for Cameron Ryan and a 3-pointer from Sophia Iyer in that first half for the Vikings is your 13 for Smoky Valley. Let's get a halftime at Larned 16, Smoky Valley 13 here in Lindsborg. And this game doesn't mean much as far as the Central Kansas League is concerned. If you would make a run and somehow pull off some upsets for either one of these teams in the sub-state tournament and make it to state, then it does mean something as far as your seeding for that tournament would be. So there is still a little bit to play for here if you're hoping to make a run in the postseason. But in the end, some state standings are already out. Everybody knows where they'll be coming up next week. Larned leading Smoky Valley 16-13 at halftime. We'll take a timeout while we update of the McPherson Dental Care scoreboard and get you ready for half number 2 after the break. From the Midway Motors broadcast booth on the First Bank Kansas halftime report, this is Viking basketball on KLBG.
More of the First Bank Kansas halftime report is coming up. First Bank. Choose a bank that works for you. KLBG Lindsborg. The Smoky Valley Vikings play on Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
Here's a bright idea. Kansas deserves fiber internet. Not just Kansas City and Wichita. Little places like Buhler. That's where we started. IdeaTech provides high-speed fiber internet to 75 communities and counting. We're working to bring fiber to as many towns in Kansas as we can. High-speed internet shouldn't just be for the big cities. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Get IdeaTech fiber internet at ideatech.com.
Get back to doing what you love with advanced physical therapy in McPherson. Whether you're recovering from injury, surgery, or just want to move with less pain, their expert team is here to help. Call or stop by Advanced Physical Therapy in McPherson today.
Do you need custom shirts, hoodies, polos, or other apparel printed? Tired of overpaying with online companies? Hi, this is Tyler with 37 Print Co. in Hutch. Come see us and get your shirts printed locally. Check out our work on our Facebook page at 37 Print Co. We print shirts.
When it comes to protecting your home, you deserve a roofing company that treats you like family. McGee Roofing is family-owned and operated for nearly 50 years. They offer free inspections and work directly with your insurance company. McGee Roofing, built on trust, powered by family.
Man Wyatt Tanksley Injury Attorneys.
Liability issues are complex. The manufacturer fought. The best offer they made was $30,000. The jury returned a verdict for a little over $11.1 million.
Man Wyatt Tanksley Injury Attorneys. Big firm muscle, small firm hustle.
At Farmer State Bank, we have a lot more than money invested in this community. We've invested our time, our interest, our heritage. If you're looking for financial advice or the best rates, Farmer State Bank is ready to help you grow your business, and that will help us.
So again, those are the numbers and scores that we have from the area at this moment in time. Again, halftime here in Lindsborg, 16-13 is the score in favor of the Indians, and Larned will have the ball to start the second half. They'll move right to left and start the same way they started the game with Wachs, Reynolds, Simmons, Sletter, and Crosby. And for Smoky Valley, they'll have a little bit different look to start the second half, as they'll have Haxton, Whitaker, Ryan, DeBar, and Brown. Had a couple seniors that started the game here tonight in Caitlin Lease and Hope Schrog on senior night. We'll have those senior night festivities in between games here this evening in Lindsborg. I think they had to double check, make sure the possession error was right, and Larned should have the ball to start the second half, and as they do. Pass into the corner for Tatum Reynolds. Back over to the right wing, Sletter with it, back to Reynolds. Reynolds driving, turning, kicking back over to the right side now for Simmons on the wing. Inside feed to Crosby, left corner Sletter with it, pull-up jump shot. Might have been blocked. No, I don't think it was. Sletter got enough on that from behind and got the baseline jumper to go in. 18-13, Larned leading by 5. Smoky Valley basketball as Brown has it. Pick and roll into the middle of the lane. Ryan blocked, but the ball goes right into the hands of Braylon Whitaker for the putback. First basket of the game for Braylon, and it's back to a 3-point Larned lead at 18-15. Indians with the basketball. Sletter across half court to the left side. This is Walks on the wing with a skip out top for Reynolds. Over to the right side now. Crosby pressured by Haxton. Over to the left wing, an open three for Walks. High archer in there for Larned. Cassidy Walks with her first three-pointer of the game, and Larned leads by 6 again. 21-15 the score. 6:50 to play, third quarter. Brown to the crossover dribble on a back cut baseline. Whitaker tried to throw through Walks. The ball's tipped and stolen away by Sletter. Larned basketball on the steal. Sletter on the left wing. Taking a dribble out top for Reynolds. Right lane line. Back over into the corner. A head fake by Walks. Top of the key. Sletter with it at the volleyball spike line. Hands it off to Crosby. Skip pass right corner. Reynolds back to Walks. Driving in the lane. Kicks it left side. Sletter fakes on a three. Drives baseline. Whips into the middle of the lane through the hands of Reynolds and Simmons. But right there on the right wing, this is Crosby. Walks back to Crosby and over to Sletter. 6:15 to play. Third quarter. 21-15. Larned leading it by 6. On the left wing, this is Walks. Pressured by Whitaker. Sealing inside Simmons. Turning and banking it in. She got a deep seal and was able to get the turnaround shot to go off the glass. 8-point Larned lead, 23-15. Natalie Brown, high post, left elbow to Ryan. Cameron takes a couple dribbles back to Brown. Left lane line, she drives, splits two defenders. Scoop layup in for Natalie Brown. A strong take that time for the Viking freshman. Back to a 6-point Larned lead at 23-17. Indian basketball, Reynolds on the right side, handing it off to Simmons. Brooke back out to Sletter. Extended out top. She hits it right back onto the right wing for Reynolds. Paxton rotates over there into the corner for Sletter. Back to Reynolds. Rotates left side. Lobs it over to Walks. Walks on the left wing. Back into the corner for Reynolds. Back to Walks on the left side. She dribbles back out top against the 2-3 zone. Feeding at the free throw line. Ball knocked loose by Whitaker and a steal for Haxton. Kinsley pushing the floor, looking to take it all the way. Throws up a runner that missed. Rebound tapped out by Whitaker. Haxton tries to get a steal and then gets called for a foul. There's a lot of extracurricular going on from Cassidy Walks as well. As Haxton gets called for the first personal. Team foul number 1 on Smoky Valley in the second half. Haxton checking out of the game for the Vikings. And back in is Grace Dudley. 5:05 to play third quarter as Larned leads by 6, 23-17. Reynolds pressure into the backcourt. Walks has it, guarded by Dudley. Brings it across half court. Into the corner now to Crosby. Left wing Reynolds. Reynolds has it tipped out of her hands. She throws it back looking. Oh, they say tipped by Smoky Valley into the backcourt as Walks is able to track it down and avoid a backcourt violation after the tip. Walks swinging it left side to Sletter. Sletter near corner to Walks again. Feeding high post inside and a foul push from behind, I believe, on Dudley. It's on the floor on Smoky Valley. Grace calling for her first personal, team foul number 2 on the Vikings. A few more of our sponsors bringing the broadcast to you tonight. Erickson Custom Building and Bethany Village. Advanced Physical Therapy, 37 Print Co. Inbound play goes to Simmons on the right lane line, and she scores quickly. 4 in the quarter, 6 in the game now for Brooke Simmons. Larned back up by 8, 25-17. Natalie Brown dribbling on the right wing into the corner for Whitaker. Braylon with a head fake, looking baseline, feeds inside, finds Eiley DeBar wide open on the left block. Layup in for Eiley, her first basket of the game. Back to a 6-point game at 25-19. Smoky Valley putting on a full court pressure defense, about a 3/4 court press actually. Simmons has it far side, trapped, double team. Crosby backing in, might have taken an extra step, and then a foul called on Smoky Valley on the turnaround shot by Jaden Crosby. This one's on Natalie Brown, her first. Team foul number 3 on the Vikings. Crosby to the free throw line for Larned. Shooting 72% from the line this season, Jaden Crosby. 3:58 to play in the third and a 25-19 lead. Substitution coming in, Sage Patrick for Smoky Valley. For Eiley DeBar.
Sage Patrick in for the Vikings.
So I think that point got put on the wrong side there. Should be second free throw spinning out. 25, should be 26-19, I believe. Crosby went 1 for 1. Natalie Brown hits a 3 out top for Smoky Valley. 26-22 the score. Driving inside, that ball tipped and A miss this time for Simmons. And a rebound to Smoky Valley. Jump ball out top between Ryan and Reynolds. The possession will stay with the Vikings on the alternating arrows. 26-22, Larned with the lead. After the 1-for-2 trip at the free throw line for Jaden Crosby, and then a three-pointer from Natalie Brown. Dribbling on the right side of the wing, Brown hands it off to Kinsley Haxton. Haxton backing in at the right elbow, had it knocked loose, and a foul on Reynolds on the reach. So Reynolds calling for the foul, her second, team foul number 1 on Larned. The inbound play for Haxton. Brown in the near corner, high arcing three on the way. Halfway down it popped out. Rebound taken out by Simmons. It is Larned basketball, and the outlet up for Crosby. Wide open three in transition. Missed badly off the backside of the rebound. Goes to Grace Dudley on a tip. Grace pushing the floor all the way to the rack and lays it in. First basket of the game for Grace Dudley. It's 26-24. Larned's lead down to 2. Reynolds out top, pressured by Brown, over to Crosby, into the corner now. This is Walks with it. Walks hesitates, cutting into the lane as Reynolds, back over to left side, Sletter for three, over the outstretched arm of Dudley. It's saved in, but back to Smoky Valley on the miss. Cross half court, Haxton out top for Cameron Ryan. Ryan back to Haxton. As the Vikings have it on the inside, a steal on the right elbow by Walks, and a timeout called by Coach Smith and Larned. 2:16 to play third quarter, 26-24 in favor of the Indians, and we're back in 60 seconds from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. This is Viking basketball on KLBG.
Kansas, trust the power of blue for your can care plan.
Your homes stand the test of time. Not only do we offer paints and lawn and garden supplies, but we can build floor and roof trusses in-house and can help you design your own. Ask about our in-state delivery. Krupp Lumber. Service is our specialty.
Smoky Hills Rock, 95.5.
My apologies to Cameron Ryan. She was the one that made the three-pointer that cut the lead to 26-22, not Natalie Brown. Cameron knocking down the triple, and then a bucket from Grace Dudley on the lead down to 2, 26-24. Larned basketball out of the timeout. Upson has it, feeding underneath Crosby. Finds herself open in transition and lays it in. Back to a 4-point Indian lead, 28-24. Viking basketball, Natalie Brown across half court, dribbling over to the right side. Crosses over on the wing, has it the elbow, left side to Ryan. Cameron dribbles right lane line, finds herself open and lays it in. A strong take from Ryan. She's got 5 in the quarter and 7 in the game. Lead back to 2 for Larned, 28-26. Falling down, keeping her dribble is Simmons on the near wing. Out top, Reynolds. Good overpass and a great play from Dudley on a steal. She was going in for the layup but lost the ball, and it's taken back by Reynolds. Larned with the basketball. Pass it to the left corner. It goes to Crosby. Reynolds back out top for Simmons against the 2-3 zone defense. Dudley with her long arms outstretched, putting pressure on out top. Right side Sletter, high post. This is Crosby fitting in, looking for Upson. That ball tipped out of bounds off of Cammie Upson and back to Smoky Valley. Another Larned turnover as Walks comes back into the game for Reynolds for the Indians. DeBar back in for Smoky Valley for Kinsley Haxton. 1:11 to play third quarter. It's 28-26 in favor of Larned. Viking basketball. Natalie Brown to the crossover dribble at the free throw line. Back out to Ryan. Cameron, guarded by Simmons, picks up the dribble and hands it back to Brown on the right side. Natalie dribbling on this right side wing. Back into the corner for DeBar. She gets a screen from Brown. Dribbles to the free throw line. Bounce pass over to Ryan. Ryan dribbling on the left wing. Back to Brown out top. Dribbles left side. Spins off of the defense at that left side. Ball's tipped out of her hands, and then a foul on a steal attempt by Cassidy Walks. It's her third. Second team foul on Larned in this third quarter. 40.2 seconds remaining in the third. It's 28-26 Indians. The inbound play for Cameron Ryan on the far side for the Vikings. Ryan looking. Brown gets away from the defense to catch the inbound near half court. Crossover dribble by Brown at the left side. Picks up the dribble, goes right side to Barr. Eiley with a head fake. Cut off on the right lane line, hands it back to Brown. Brown back to DeBar. Head fake on a three. Back into the corner. Brown a three for the lead. It bounces off high. Rebound underneath for Dudley. Put back, spins off. Rebound goes to Upson. Well, Grace had a good look there. Just too much on it. And Larned gets back the other way with 14 seconds left in the third. Leading by 2, 28-26. Indian basketball. Walks high post to Crosby. Underneath to Upson. Good work, but Upson missed the shot. Rebound Ryan. 3 seconds to play. Cameron across half court. Heaves it from around half court. The ball was tipped. And it goes back to the ground as the buzzer sounds. And we're at the end of the third quarter. Vikings stand strong with the Indians. 28-26 Larned after 3. We're back in the fourth quarter in 60 seconds from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. This is Viking basketball on KLBG.
Business since 1985.
Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
1 quarter remaining here in Lindsborg as Larned leads over Smoky Valley by a score of 28-26. It'll be Indian basketball to start the fourth quarter. And the inbound play walks into the backcourt for Sletter. High post Upson looking inside for Crosby. Stepping in front, Ryan knocks it loose and a steal for Eiley DeBar. 16 turnovers tonight for Larned as Smoky Valley has the ball back with a chance to tie or take the lead. Haxton driving and trying to kick it into the corner. Lost her pivot foot on her jump stop. And a turnover gives it back to the Indians. So Larned has the ball back with a 2-point advantage. Indians coming back the other way. Walks across half court. Upson with it now. Over to the right side to Sletter. Sletter resetting the offense. Over to the left wing it goes. This is Simmons. Right side, high post, looking for Crosby. Knocked down from behind by Patrick. And a steal for Kinsley Haxton. The ball's tipped off of the foot of Haxton. And then Simmons was trying to get away from it. But her legs, they kind of abandoned her. And she got caught up and kicked the ball out of bounds. And has stayed with Smoky Valley. Lob pass, right side on the wing. Ryan with it to the free throw line, spinning at the right elbow. Cameron in the middle of the lane for the time, missed it. Rebound tapped out, knocked out of bounds from behind by Upson. It will stay with Smoky Valley. So the Vikings with the basketball. Smoky Valley trailing by 2 as Upson will come out and Townsend back in for Larned. And a timeout called by Jason Drew. Larned, Smoky Valley. 7:14 to play in the game. 28-26 Larned. We're back in 30 seconds from the Midway Motors broadcast with this Viking basketball on KLBG.
Midway Motors offers the most convenient way to service your...
broadcast booth. It is 28-26 in favor of Larned over Smoky Valley. Viking basketball out of the timeout for Larned. Feeding in, the ball kicked by the Indians on the left lane line. I believe it went off the foot of Walks, so Smoky Valley will keep the possession here in the inbound. Basically the same spot here for Kinsley Haxton. 7:14 left in the game. Haxton looking in. Lobs it over to the left side to DeBar. Right back into the corner for Haxton. Kinsley fakes on a three. DeBar has it. Now the ball's tipped out and stolen away by Sletter. Walks was the one that got the hand on it first, and Sletter the beneficiary. Walks on the far side. Into the corner now for Sletter. Back to Walks. 7 minutes to play. 2-point Larned lead. Simmons on the left wing. Back into the corner for Walks. Looking in for Crosby. It's not there. Skip to Sletter on the right side. Back over to Simmons. Resetting and lobbing over to Walks. Left corner, double team. Lob pass inside intended for Crosby. Is overhead, tipped out, and stolen by Smoky Valley again. Larned with some uncharacteristic turnovers here in this second half. Really all night, a lot of them in the second quarter. Ryan driving right lane line. It just got position. Might have been hit on the arm. The shot misses. And then the rebound is out of bounds. Simmons, I believe, touched it on the near side. She says she didn't. The official on the near side says it's Larned basketball. As the officials are chatting about it here. And I don't know if it was even Simmons at this point. I felt like Larned touched it before she even would have been close to it to touch it. It'll be Smoky Valley basketball in the end. The Vikings keep the possession. Substitutions coming in for Smoky Valley. Iyer, Patrick, and DeBar are all checking out. Dudley, Whitaker, and Brown all coming back in. Kinsley Haxton to throw it in for the Vikings. In for Brown. Kinsley heard the official blew his whistle right in her ear. She's holding it like, man, that was loud. Brown out top, pressure by Reynolds. Hands it off to Haxton. Kinsley with a crossover. Reynolds knocks the ball loose. Kinsley tracks it back down, keeps it alive for Smoky Valley. Whitaker was trying to cut. It really wasn't there as Sletter had good defense on the baseline. Brown tries to throw it underneath for Whitaker. It's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Sletter, and Smoky Valley will inbound on the baseline. 6:03 to play, and a 2-point lead still for Larned at 28-26. Nobody's scored yet in this fourth quarter. Haxton, inbound play, finds Brown right side. Natalie drives, free throw line turns, shoots over to the left. It misses as she was trying to get it over Crosby, and the rebound goes to Larned. Upson up ahead. This is Crosby. Baseline pull up from about 8, missing. Rebound goes to Cameron Ryan. The ball knocked loose by Crosby from behind. It's out of bounds, and it'll stay with Smoky Valley. Simmons coming back into the game for Larned as Walks will get a breather. Upson, Sletter, Simmons, Reynolds, and Crosby on the floor for Larned. For Smoky Valley, it's Brown, Ryan, Whitaker, Dudley, and Haxton. Brown out top. Dribbling on the right side, guarded by Crosby. Tries to drive on her, pulls it back out in the corner. Drives inside. Brown puts one up, misses. Rebound Dudley, back up and foul by Upson. Grace Dudley headed to the free throw line with a chance to tie this game up here for Smoky Valley. Cammie Upson called for her first personal. Team foul number 1 on Larned in this fourth quarter. First foul called on either team in the fourth quarter as Dudley's at the charity stripe for the Vikings. Grace on the season, shooting 41% from the line. This first one off the back and just off. She'll have another one coming up. Still a chance to cut this lead down to 1 for Larned. Nobody, again, has scored yet in this fourth quarter. We're 2 minutes and 32 seconds into it. Second one for Dudley on the way, and it's in there. Lead down to 1 for the Indians. 28-27 the score. Vikings with the basketball, and the inbound play to Reynolds against the full court press. Simmons brings it up. Back over to Reynolds on the near side. Gets by Whitaker. Ball tipped out from behind by Haxton. A steal for Smoky Valley. Kinsley was reading it the whole time. Another turnover for Larned, and Smoky Valley with a chance to take the lead again. Brown with a crossover dribble on the left side. Drives left lane line, and an offensive foul was called on the Vikings, and I believe Cameron Ryan. Would have been a defensive foul probably on the shot attempt here for Smoky Valley, but Ryan called for the offensive foul. That'll give it back to the Indians on the turnover. 5:07 to play in the game, 28-27. Larned leading it by 1. Up ahead, Sletter has it. Pressure comes. They get it back to Walks. Walks across half court. Smoky Valley trying to pull the upset here in the Central Kansas League on their home floor tonight. They've given Larned everything they've wanted so far. Over to the right side, Walks has it into the corner now. Crosby back to Walks. Pressure in the zone as Crosby has it back over to Walks out top now. Reynolds with a couple dribbles over to Sletter. Whitaker with a good defense. Reynolds has it back to Sletter. They left her for a second. She's open for three. Misses front rim. Offensive rebound. Putback missed by Walks. Rebound tipped around. It's on the deck. Tie up. And it will be Smoky Valley basketball. So the Vikings get it back here. Riley DeBar coming back in for Kinsley Haxton for the Smoky Valley. 4:29 left in this one. A 28-27 Larned lead. Larned won the meeting last year between these two teams in Larned, 61-32. The Vikings hanging right there with the Indians tonight. Brown has it on the right wing. Back to the free throw line. Natalie into the lane. Turnaround shot for the lead. Rolls in for Natalie Brown. She's got 8, and it's 29-28 Smoky Valley. Crosby in transition. Got Dudley in the air. They kick it into the corner. Three on the way for Reynolds to get the lead back. It misses. Great box out and board at the left block for Cameron Ryan. Vikings lead by 1, 29-28. 3:55 to play. Brown across half court to the right side. Pressured here by Walks. Brown picks up the dribble, looking in for Dudley, and it's thrown out of bounds. It'll go back to Larned. Turnover for Smoky Valley, giving it back to the Indians. Back in is Upson for Sletter for Larned. Smoky Valley up by 1, 29-28. This full court, actually about three-quarter court press has kind of taken Larned out. They've been playing a really strong 2-3 zone defense in this one, too. Jaden Crosby with just 7 points so far tonight for Larned, came in averaging 16.5. Indian basketball across half court. Reynolds has it left side to Simmons. One dribble, skip pass right side to Watts. Feeding, looking for Crosby, and a foul from behind on Brown. It's not a bad foul. It's just the second on Brown and only the second team foul as well for Smoky Valley. 3:27 still to play in the game, and Larned has it back underneath their own basket. Standing to the left of the basket as she looks at it, Tayton Reynolds. She's to my right. Crosby fakes on a three off the inbound and pulls it back out to the wing and gets it to Simmons. Resetting out top. Simmons dribbles over to the left side, now to the right for Crosby. Goes out by DeBar, back out top. Simmons with it. She takes a couple dribbles, left side wing, walks, guarded by Whitaker, fitting inside for Upson. Left elbow, Crosby back over to the right side to Reynolds. They close out defensively. Dudley putting pressure on that right wing on Simmons. Nearly stole it. The lob pass in for Upson. Turns, and the ball's tipped out by Whitaker. Did it go off of Walks? Nope, Braylon was the last to touch it. It'll stay right here with Larned. Prior to last year's win in Larned for the Indians, Smoky Valley had won 5 straight in this series. Dudley checking out. Haxton back in for the Vikings. Grace with a solid effort defensively for Smoky Valley here tonight. The inbound play goes to Tayton Reynolds. Back over to the right side, Simmons. Back to Reynolds. Walks left wing. Good rotation, left elbow. Crosby double teamed, and Whitaker stripped the ball away. Braylon using her speed to get up the floor all the way to the rack. Layup missed. Rebound taken out by Simmons. Haxton ends up flying onto the floor. No, if she was pushed or not. Now a foul out top called on Smoky Valley the other way. This one is on Natalie Brown, her third. Team foul number 3 on Smoky Valley. 2:37 to play in the game. And the inbound play from the far sideline coming for Cassidy Walks. Beat free throw line, Upson into the left corner for Crosby. Dribble drive baseline, cut off by Brown. Natalie gets called for the foul again. That's her 4th, and Crosby to the free throw line with a couple free throws to give Larned the lead back if she can knock both of them down. Team foul number 4 on Smoky Valley, and the 4th personal on Natalie. So the second one was the one I said wasn't the bad one. First free throw rattles halfway down and pops out for Crosby. She's just 1 of 3 from the line in the game. Dudley back into the game for Brown for Smoky Valley with her 4th foul. So probably do some offense-defense subbing here if they get to that point and need to. Second free throw coming up for Crosby to tie the game, and it rolls in. Jaden Crosby with 8 tonight, 2 for 4 from the line. It's 29-29. Smoky Valley basketball as Haxton runs the point, bringing it across half court to the right side, guarded by Reynolds. Going over to the far side. Haxton back out top for Ryan. 2:19 to play. Cameron has it on the right wing, guarded by Simmons. Crossover dribble here by Cameron Ryan. She got Simmons to commit. She drives in, kicks over to the right side, along 2 on the way for Whitaker. Front rim missing. Rebound, good box out. Upson has it for Larned. Indian basketball tied up here. They get it up for Crosby. Crosby on the left wing. Back out top for Sletter. 2 minutes to play. Knotted at 29. Sletter at the volleyball spike line to Reynolds on the right wing. Back out to Sletter. Swinging to left side now, Simmons. Head fakes on a pass inside. Takes one dribble back to Sletter. Right wing, Reynolds into the corner. Crosby back to Reynolds. On the right side, lobbing, free throw line, Upson. Out to Sletter. Fakes on a 3. Back to Crosby on the right side. Goes out by DeBar and Haxton into the corner to Reynolds again. Back out on the right wing, Crosby. Minute and a half to play. Crosby drives right lane line up with the shot on Dudley. Offensive foul. Grace Dudley takes the charge. Jaden Crosby's been called for 3 fouls in this game. They've all been offensive. Second turnover, or second team foul in this fourth quarter on Smoky Valley. That's the on Larned. That's their 6th turnover. Coach Jared Smith didn't agree with the call. Timeout called by Jason Drulard and the Vikings. 1:26 to play in the game. We're tied at 29 between Larned and Smoky Valley in our girls contest. And we're back in 30 seconds from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. This is Viking basketball on KLBG.
Exciting news, McPherson. The Cedars is now proud to be part of the Blue Stem community family. That means the same trusted care with even more resources, more connection.
If you make a run in the postseason and would get to the state tournament, you always want to have that extra win, possibly for your seeding as you move forward. 29-29 tie between Larned and Smoky Valley. The Vikings have the ball after the offensive foul that was called on Jaden Crosby. She's been called for 3 fouls. One was a offensive foul away from the ball and 2 charging calls. Drive into the basket. Cameron Ryan with the inbound play for Kinsley Haxton as Tatum Reynolds puts on some pressure defense right off the inbound. Crossover dribble to the far side as Haxton brings it across half court. Bounce pass to Ryan on the left wing. Cameron taking a couple dribbles, picks it up at the left elbow, feeding inside, and a foul from behind on Crosby. That's number 4 on Jaden Crosby. Her first defensive foul, pushing Natalie Brown in the back. It's the 3rd team foul called on the Indians. Inbound play coming for Smoky Valley and Kinsley Haxton on the baseline. Cameron Ryan's trying to get position on an inbound against Sletter, and Lauren's like, well, I'm just standing here. Paxton goes into the corner looking for DeBar, and Eiley could not reel the pass, and it goes through her hands and out of bounds in the near corner. Turnover gives it back to Larned. Smoky Valley setting up a 2-2-1, 3-quarter court press here. The inbound play goes to Tatum Reynolds. Back up to Simmons. Simmons back to Reynolds. Reynolds at the volleyball spike line on her side of the floor, gets it across to Simmons. 1 minute to play, 29-29 tie. Reynolds on the left side, gets it over to Crosby, back to Reynolds. Pressure defense from Smoky Valley. They don't have any fouls to give here. As Sletter has it out on the left side. Feeds it over to the right now for Reynolds. Back over to Simmons on the right wing. Simmons on the drive inside, cut off Reynolds. Back left side, Sletter. Bobbing, looking in for Crosby. Ball knocked loose. Crosby gets it back. Fouled by Brown. Natalie fouls out of the game. 2 free throws coming up for Jaden Crosby. Chance to give Larned the lead back. Brown will finish with 8 points in this contest. Fouling out with 36 and a half seconds left in this fourth quarter. She gets a round of applause from the Smoky Valley fans. Again, 8 points tonight for the freshman. And Crosby to the free throw line for 2 attempts. 2 opportunities for Jaden Crosby. She's 2 for 4 in the game so far. This first free throw, nothing but net, gives Larned a 1-point lead. 9 points for Crosby. It's 30-29 Indians. The last 2 points here for Larned have been at the free throw line, and now the last 3. Crosby knocks down the second one. It's 31-29 Larned. Timeout called by the Indians with 36.5 seconds left. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll go ahead and keep it right here. We want to thank a few more of our sponsors, including Mountain Ridge Tractor, Blue Stem Communities, Healthy Quip, Hospice and Home Care of Reno County, Farm Bureau, Luke Bauer, Inman Funeral Home, and Scooters Coffee. Don't forget to nominate your mom for the Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game. Winning moms can score a Scooters Coffee gift card. Just check out McPhersonRadio.com on how to nominate your mom for the Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game. Scooters Coffee in McPherson and Hutchinson. Ad Astra Radio bringing you the Mom of the Game. 31-29 the score in favor of Larned after a couple free throws from Jaden Crosby. Larned will set up the defense here. Larned does have one foul to give, so if they get put in a tough spot for a wide open layup, you might get beat to the basket. You can foul. You don't want to foul on a shot attempt, clearly, but if you have that opportunity to foul and you feel like you're going to give something easy away, you can foul on the floor, and it's really no harm. Unless it's Jaden Crosby, she's got 4 fouls. Inbound play to Kinsley Haxton. 30 seconds left in this one. High screen from Dudley. Haxton spinning off the defense, falls down. The ball's tipped loose. It's on the deck. Stolen away by Simmons. Larned basketball. Smoky Valley now needs to foul. Turnover for the Vikings. Cross half court. Somebody's got a foul. Crosby brings it out near half court. 12 seconds left in the game. Smoky Valley needs to foul, and Cassidy Walks will go to the free throw line on the foul. Kinsley Haxton calling for this one, her second. And a free throw opportunity right at 10 seconds left. Cassidy Walks looking to make this a 2-possession lead for the Indians. Walks at the free throw line. She made a 3-pointer in the third quarter. This first free throw rolls in. This is the real important one. 4 points now for Walks. 32-29. Smoky Valley has battled tonight with the Indians. Second one for Walks on the way, and nothing but nets. So she knocks down both of them. Smoky Valley needs a quick basket when they come up the floor. Up ahead, this is Haxton with it. Timeout called by Jason Drew. Larned with 6.5 seconds left. 33-29. Larned leading it by 4. And we'll go ahead and keep it here. Smoky Valley's done a really nice job here tonight of hanging with the Indians, but free throws down the stretch have been the difference for Larned, as they are 5 of 6 from the free throw line here in this fourth quarter. And those are the only points that they've scored in the fourth quarter. They led 28-26 after 3. And right now it's 33-29. Smoky Valley took a 29-28 lead on a turnaround jumper from Natalie Brown. As the Vikings are drawing something up with 6.4 on the clock here in this contest. They need a quick bucket, and a steal would be ideal, or a quick foul after that quick bucket, because the clock runs if they make the shot. They do have one timeout remaining that they could stop the clock with if they make a basket. Inbound play for the Vikings, and Braylon Whitaker on the far side. Whitaker looking in for Haxton. Kinsley, you got to shoot quick. Haxton with a pass over to Dudley. Back out top, Whitaker. The ball's tipped loose, and Smoky Valley will not get a shot off here in the end. Great battle tonight from the Vikings against a very solid Larned squad that came in here at 5-2 in the Central Kansas League. Smoky Valley falls in the end, though. Final score, Larned 33, Smoky Valley 29. The Indians finished the regular season at 17-6, 6-2 in the Central Kansas League. Smoky Valley at 6-14 and 1-7 in league play. Larned 33, Smoky Valley 29. And we are back after the timeout with our Viking Locker Room Show. In the Midway Motors broadcast booth, this is Viking basketball on KLBG.
At this time, we would like to take the opportunity to recognize our senior athletes and pep band members, as well as their parents. Their commitment and hard work over the past 4 years is greatly appreciated. There is no doubt that SVHS is a better place because of their involvement. We would ask the parents wait in the stands until their senior is introduced and then join them on the court. We will start with senior cheerleaders. Clara Bruce, daughter of Jason and Ann Bruce. Lily Fulton, daughter of Ben and Janelle Fulton. Sarah Ratcliffe, daughter of Jessica Zimmerling. Amelia Tubbs, daughter of Tyler and Aaron Tubbs. Next are our senior wildfire members. Haley Cubias, daughter of Amanda Malm and Joe Cubias. Keely Friesen, daughter of Mark and Courtney Friesen, escorted by Courtney and Malia Friesen. Ilista Kindlesparger, daughter of Kevin and Marcy Kindlesparger. Sarah McCulloch, daughter of David and Rachel McCulloch. Next will be our girls basketball seniors. Eiley DeBar, daughter of Ashley DeBar and Joe DeBar. Caitlin Lees, daughter of Nick and Laura Lees. Hope Schrog, stepdaughter of Daniel Prine and daughter of Crystal McCracken, escorted by Kelsey Unruh. Next, boys basketball seniors, including managers. Kylie Davis, daughter of Kyle and Sonia Davis. Memphis Patterson, daughter of Brooke Patrick. Merrick Anderson, son of Brenton and Anna Anderson. Brock Gingler, son of Scott and Crystal Gingler. Titus Griffith, son of Jeremy and Teresa Griffith. Ty Heitschmidt, son of Darren and Julie Heitschmidt. Braylon Olson, son of Eli and Shandy Olson. Coulter Patrick, son of Curtis and Betsy Patrick. Chandler Reed, son of Clayton Reed and Kimberly Stricker. Christian Ryan, son of Daniel Ryan and Shannon Ryan. Atticus Pavlovich, son of Dane Pavlovich and Amy K. Pavlovich. And next, our band members. Echo Clark Pavlovich, Dane and Tricia Clark Pavlovich, parents. Merrick Anderson, son of Britton and Anna Anderson. Caden Bishop, son of Tim and Wesley Bishop. Escorted by Adam Keller. Joshua Crane, son of Marley Crane and Michael Crane and Natalie Cornett. Aiden Fries, son of Sean and Melanie Fries. Brock Ginkler, son of Scott and Crystal Ginkler. Isaac Gonzalez, son of Joseph Gonzalez and Dorothy Holm. Alexis Gordon, daughter of Derek and Shauna Gordon. Sarah McCulloch, daughter of David and Rachel McCulloch. Rachel McDonald, daughter of Brian and Leilani McDonald. Braylon Olson, son of Eli and Shandy Olson. Coulter Patrick, son of Curtis and Betsy Patrick. Chandler Reed, son of Clayton Reed and Kimberly Strecker. Maggie Riedel, daughter of Kyle and Renee Riedel. And Mary Rohrback, daughter of James and Amy Rohrback. As you can see, this senior class is very well represented in all their activities. Cheerleaders, wildfires, girls basketball, boys basketball, pet band members. Thank you, seniors and parents. Give this group one more round of applause. Band members, you better get back up there. We need your music for warm-ups.
That. Usually he'll join us in our post game, but he has not had a chance to talk to the girls yet. He's taking bags with him, so I'm going to guess he's headed toward the locker room. So we might talk to Coach Drew Larned here during our Midway Motors drive to the game on the boys' side here today. Smoky Valley falls to Larned tonight on the girls' side, 33-29, the final score. We'll take another timeout. We come back, we'll get into our boys' contest and our Midway Motors drive to the game. Vikings and Indians on the boys' side coming up from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. This is Viking basketball on KLBG.
You're on the Midway Motors drive to the game. Stream Smoky Valley Vikings basketball all season on the free Ad Astra Radio app. The Smoky Valley Vikings play on Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
If you're changing jobs or considering early retirement, you may be wondering what to do with your 401k. Before taking any action, make sure you know the rules, as mistakes can be costly. At Iron Horse Financial, we can show you how to avoid IRS penalties and full taxation, plus a little-known strategy to access funds early. For more info, go to 401krollovermistakes.com and download your free guide. You can also reach us at 620-765-6456.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has served the unique needs of the ag industry. We get to know you and your operation, providing coverage for your farm, ranch, machinery, crops, livestock, and so much more. Find out why we've been the #1 ag insurer for 25 years. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Call Farm Bureau agent Luke Bauer in McPherson at 620-241-0225.
#1 ag insurer across our territory. 1996 to 2021 SNL P&C Group Direct Written Premium.
If you're searching for assisted living for your loved one that offers personalized health programs, freedom from cooking, and a safe and secure environment, visit Sunflower Terrace by Bethany Village in Lindsborg, Kansas. Whether your loved one seeks full independence or needs a little assistance day to day, you should explore the affordable options at Sunflower Terrace in Lindsborg by Bethany Village. Experience the art of living.
Even trying to enjoy a fun event can be difficult.
On Friday, Christian had a double-double with 15 points, 12 rebounds. Heinzman had 14, and Braylon Olson had 10. So those are your leaders for the Vikings coming into tonight's contest. Before we go any further here on our Midway Motors Drive to the Game, we will chat with Jason Larned, the head coach of the Viking girls. Coach, a nice battle for your team. You played very well defensively tonight and really made it tough for Crosby, who was averaging 16.5. She got to double figures, but it came at the free throw line late. And I know that's obviously a focal point of trying to shut that team down, is to hold her down. And you did a really good job. You did a good job with your pressure, created a lot of turnovers tonight. Probably feel better, even though you lost this game, than you did from the game against Pratt Friday.
Heck yeah, if we took what we did today and applied that to last Friday, we're winning that game big time.
Yeah.
So very proud of the way the girls responded. We had a great practice yesterday. I even told our assistants it was probably the best scrimmage we've had in years. just a phenomenal showing off of the girls, and it carried over to today. So those practice habits are really starting to be applied and show it, and so proud of these girls, the way they fought, bounced back after a bad game Friday and gave themselves a shot. And one thing that you always kind of worry about this time of year is, do we still believe? And we saw that tonight. Heck yeah, we believe. And these girls here are due for a big one Friday.
Yeah, so what does that tell you about your team, though, too? Is like, because I come into this game as I'm prepping for it, understanding and realizing sub-state standings are already out. Like, this doesn't affect that at all. But they're still battling out here in a league game that doesn't even mean a lot for the league standings for you guys. But, again, it does give you an opportunity to get your focus back as you head into your first sub-state game.
It's not only leadership, especially a kid like Kensley, who just does not allow the team to slip from their standards, and leadership from Cam, who has continuously developed into such a wonderful basketball player, but also the seniors just continuously keeping everybody together and fighting for each other. There's no question that they are not checked out. They're locked in, and they're going to give everybody in front of them for the rest of the season their best swing. And I love that leadership out of Kensley, continuously seeing some of the best things out of her, and especially that group of, Eiley, Cam, Kens, and Natty. She has to play big minutes as a freshman, and as times, we see some of that freshman in her, but man, she's going to be a great basketball player. I'm so proud of her, and does a great job, does a little bit of everything for us. And in the meantime, she's almost an automatic bucket at this point. So proud of the girls, love them dearly, and I love those seniors, Eiley, KJ, and Hope. We're going to miss them, but so proud that they have been a part of this program and make it so special.
Have you had the chance to scout Caney Valley? What do they look like for Friday?
Yeah, I kind of actually compare them a little bit to Pratt. They have a good ball player in 11. She's reminds me a little bit of 24 from Pratt. They've got some pieces around her that complement her well, but it's one of those games where if we bring the intensity we had tonight, do a good job on the defensive side, and create turnovers, I love our chances. And especially if we're going to drive 3 hours, we might as well give our best shot. I saw an injury in one of their latest games, so that might change how they kind of play, but they'll have a great battle. They bring some pressure a little bit here and there, but play a little bit of 2-3 as well. So our big focus is taking away 11, and if we can shut down Crosby like we did tonight, we'll be in great shape.
Yep. Jason Durlard with us here on our post-game chat. Coach, we thank you for the time, and we'll see you in Southeast Kansas on
Thanks
Friday.
so much. Appreciate you.
Vikings fall tonight by 4 to a really good Larned team, and they get set for the sub-state game coming up Friday at Caney Valley. Let's shift back to our boys contest against Smoky Valley at 11-8, 3-4 in the CKL. Larned 6-16 this year, 1-6 in league play coming into the matchup, as they have been led again by Kyler Green, averaging 14.5 points and 11 rebounds a game, but he is out with injury tonight. They're also missing Mason Cooper, so they've got kind of a short bench. And I did notice that Kelby Lang, who led the team with 10 points in a 57-24 loss to Larned on Friday, he, I think, had a bit of an injury in the game, the JV game here earlier tonight. He's got a little bit of a limp, so I actually know Kobe's dad. He's from my hometown, so you can tell who he belongs to, too. Just looking at his face, it's kind of fun. I feel like I'm getting old when I'm starting to call games of some of the people that I was in school with. And actually, I was in school with his brother, not with him. They were younger than me. I'm old is what it seems like for me. Kobe Lang is averaging 2.5 points, but again, he had 10 in the last game. But I bring him up because he did have a little bit of a limp there, and he is warming up and expected to play here for Larned, but it's something that they've battled throughout the years, injuries. Their active leading scorer right now is Tristan Regan, averaging 7.5 points a game and 5.5 rebounds as well. And they're getting 5.5 points a game from Andres Martinez, 4 points per contest from Anthony Gonzalez this year for the Larned Indians. Luke Crable, a senior, averaging 3.5 points a game. Larned is a team averaging 42.5 and giving up 58.5, while Smoky Valley this season is averaging 52 points a game and giving up 51.5 on defense. Vikings 11-8, 3-4 in the CKL, looking to finish at an even 500 in league play. If they can pick up a win over Larned tonight, Vikings will be the favorite in this matchup. We'll take another timeout. When we come back, we'll continue on with our Midway Motors drive to the game from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. This is Viking basketball on KLBG.
The Midway Motors drive to the game continues after this. Midway Motors in McPherson, Newton, Hutchinson, and Hillsboro. The Smoky Valley Vikings play on Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
Hi, this is Lucas Raleigh with Raleigh Insurance. If you are thinking about shopping your farm or ranch's insurance, let us do the shopping for you with our newly expanded markets and carriers. As an independent agency, we've been working with family farms and large commercial farmers across Kansas for the past 50 years. Check out RaleighInsurance.biz, see me in Little River, or stop by Raleigh Insurance in Inman or Lyons today.
Since 1965, your choice for home, auto, farm, and commercial insurance. Raleigh Insurance. Get your free quote today.
Hello, I'm Gloria Schrader, a proud McPherson parent and grandparent who believes that teamwork is key to reaching our goals. Working in the claims department at Farmers Alliance, I love seeing our company unite to support our policyholders through tough times. Being a part of a team that helps people rebuild their lives is as awesome as a victory in the big game. At Farmers Alliance, we're excited to be part of this amazing community and thrilled to cheer on all our local teams to success.
Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
Welcome back in the Midway Motors broadcast booth. It's Larned and Smoky Valley getting set to take the court here tonight in Lindsborg on the boys' side. The Indians 6-16, 1-6 in the CKL. They're coached by Luke Steinlage in his fifth year, 25-83, assisted by Antoine Tops and Alan Perez. Luke Steinlage, a Centralia native, coaching the Indians here in his fifth year. Doug Schneider in his 14th year as the head coach for the Smoky Valley boys, coming in at 121 and 196. Took this team to state back in 2016, 17, and 18. And they get ready for a sub-state showdown against Fredonia in just 2 days. We'll be back here on Thursday night for that matchup between Fredonia and the Smoky Valley boys. Again, Smoky Valley and Larned taking the floor tonight in the regular season finale. High point performances for both of these teams this year came against Nickerson as Smoky Valley beat Nickerson by a final of 68-29. Larned beat them 72-54. So some common opponents obviously being in the same league. And Larned's wins this year have come over Kinsley at the Katy Classic in the first round. They finished in fourth place at their home tournament there. And they also won over Kingman, which is a team that the Smoky Valley Vikings have beaten this year. Actually, they haven't. I was looking at the girls, not the boys' schedule there. Smoky Valley and Kingman didn't play at the Sterling Tournament this year on the boys' side. Larned also has a win over Ellsworth in overtime, 47-46. They've beaten Nickerson, Inman, and Southwestern Heights, but they do come into this contest on an 8-game losing streak. Again, it's been tough for them battling without Kyler Green here in the latter part of the season. Smoky Valley coming in on a 3-game losing streak, but they've played 3 really tough teams. Lost to Heston by 24 here in Lindsborg, or 34 actually, 70-36 back on February 13th. But then they went to Halstead last Tuesday, a week ago today, I should say. They ended up losing that game 59-56. They trailed by 16 going into the fourth quarter. And they ended up losing by just 3, but Halstead was able to get them there. And then Pratt was a battle on Friday. They stayed with them for the most part, but in the end, Pratt pulled away for what ended up being a 12-point win, 57-45. Smoky Valley 11-8, 3-4 in the Central Kansas League, and Larned coming in 6-16 and 1-6 in league play. Last year, Larned won this matchup 41-34 in Larned. Christian Ryan did not play in that game for Smoky Valley. Kyler Green did, and he led the team with 11 points. Braylon Olson had 19, and Ty Heinschmidt had 12 in that game for Smoky Valley. And the Indians picked up a 7-point win at home to end the regular season last year. Smoky Valley in a better spot this year at this point of the season, as they are 11-8 and looking to finish again even in the Central Kansas League at 4-4 if they can pick up the win here tonight. Starting lineups are brought to you by Act 360 Insurance, here to partner in your legacy. Contact agents Darren Eddy or Cody Morris in Inman today. There'll be a little bit different starting lineup again for the Vikings today, as they will start with Braylon Olson at point guard, the 6-foot senior. And they're going to not start some seniors that usually start because they have so many seniors on their roster. So getting the start tonight for the first time this year will be Chandler Reed, a 6'4 senior for the Vikings. Coulter Patrick will get his first career start, a 5'10 senior for Smoky Valley as well. And also starting tonight for the Vikings will be Brock Gingler, the 5'10 senior. And the final starter is Merrick Anderson, 6'2 senior for Smoky Valley. Christian Ryan, Ty Heitschmidt, Atticus Pavlovich are all seniors, but they always start. And I wouldn't be surprised if they gave up their starting spots for the other seniors and told Coach to do that. Coach might have made that decision on his own. We may ask him in the postgame when we have a chance to talk with Doug Schneider here tonight. Once again, it is Smoky Valley with Olson, Gingler, Reed, Patrick, and Anderson tonight. For Larned, they'll start Luke Crable, a 5'10 senior. Also Tristan Regan, 6'4 senior. Anthony Gonzalez, a 5'11 junior. Also Javon Tops is a 6'3 freshman. And Andres Martinez, a 5'9 junior, rounding out the starting lineup for the Larned Indians here tonight. Uniform update brought to you by Fresh Look Cleaners in Salina. It's our job to make you look your best. Smoky Valley in their home white uniforms with the orange numbers trimmed in black. They have Vikings on the front of the jersey in orange trimmed in black as well. A thick orange stripe down the side of the jersey and pants diagonal black stripes with it. Larned in the road, black uniforms. Orange numbers trimmed in white. Larned on the front of the jersey in orange trimmed in white. And orange stripes down the side and front and back of the shorts around the legs as well. Center of the floor, Regan actually wins the tip into the front court for Larned. The ball's tipped out from behind by Braylon Olson. It goes into the back court, but it's tracked down by Andres Martinez. Indian basketball moving left to right. Tops has it out top for Martinez. Head fakes on a three and cut off there by Gingler. Switching on the 2-3 zone. Regan, right lane line. Had it stripped by Olson. The ball's tipped loose. And Chandler Reed trying to get out of there with it and does. Nope, jump ball is what it ends up being. But Smoky Valley will get the ball anyway since Larned won the tip. Doug Schneider applauding the effort there for the Vikings. And Chandler Reed. Reed with the inbound play for Braylon Olson. Braylon across half court. Half minute into this one. Olson has picked it up a little bit offensively of late. He has it right side of the lane. Skips left side. Gingler along two on the way with a foot on the line. Front rim missing. Tops gets the rebound for Larned. Indians to the basketball. No score early in this one. Across half court. Martinez to the right side. Martinez is open for three from the left wing. That one misses, and a rebound goes to Gingler. Brock to Olson. Braylon across half court on the right side. Dribbles it out to the top. Steps back against Tops defensively. And dribbling out in between the circles, the volleyball spike line over to Anderson on the right wing. Eric out top for Gingler. Brock swings it left side to Olson. Olson lost the dribble, got it back. Anderson out top extended. Right wing. Gingler with it now. Brock gets it back to Olson. Back over to Gingler on the right wing. Holding over there. Guarded on that far side by Gonzalez. Out top Anderson. Left side to Olson. Braylon left lane line. Drives in. High arcing floater and it's up and in. Braylon Olson with his first basket of the game. Gives Smoky Valley the 2-0 advantage early on. Indians to the basketball. Out top, this is Gonzalez. Over to the left wing to Martinez. Back to Gonzalez on the right wing. He picks up his dribble. Bounce pass high post Regan. Good cut underneath. Tops is open for the layup for Larned. 2-2 tie as the Vikings have it back. Olson on the right wing. Braylon out top for Merrick Anderson. Swing it to the left side for Patrick. Back to Anderson. On the right wing, this is Gingler with it. Top of the key to Olson. Olson driving, pulls it back out on the right side. Picks it up, back out top, Gingler with it. Over to Patrick on the left wing. Coulter holding, back to Gingler. To the right side, Anderson. Merrick feeding baseline. Patrick couldn't quite reel that pass in. It's off his fingertips out of bounds and back to Larned. First turnover of the game for Smoky Valley as the Indians get it back. Today's game brought to you by Smoky Valley Virtual Charter School, offering customizable curriculum at every grade level. Smoky Valley Public Schools, we champion for all students. Indian basketball in transition. Regan has it, cut off by Reed. Back over the left side, a three on the way. Nothing but net for Andres Martinez for Larned as they take a 5-2 advantage. Viking basketball. Braylon Olson across half court on the right wing. Out top for Anderson. Swinging it over to the left wing now. This is Gingler. Gingler back to Braylon in the left corner. Step back wide open three for Olson for the tie. Front rim missing. Rebound tipped out by Gingler off of Tops. Olson has it. Turns in the lane, splits, nice speed underneath, but Gingler left it underneath the rim on the miss. Rebound Larned. Indians up 5-2, 4:50 to play first quarter on the right side. Crable with it. Takes one dribble back to Gonzalez. Out top, over the left side, Martinez tries another three. Halfway down, it spins out. Tops has the offensive rebound to Gonzalez for three. On the right side, that one misses. Olsen taps the rebound. Crable saves it in right to Tops. Tops stripped from behind, but a foul called. I think did they call that on the shot on Merrick? It's the first personal on Merrick Anderson. And the foul was called on a shot attempt here for Javon Tops. So Tops to the free throw line here for Larned. 4:29 to play in the first. Larned leading 5-2. Tops on the season shooting 52.5% from the stripe. The first one halfway down and pops out. Still 5-2 lead as the Vikings' original starting lineup will now take the floor. Patrick Anderson and Reed all checking out. Christian Ryan, 6'8 senior, in for the first time, as well as Ty Heinschmidt, the 6'5 senior, and Atticus Pavlovich, 6'4 senior for the Vikings. Second free throw for Tops on the way, and it rolls in. Larned leads 6-2 on the free throw from Tops. They've got a three-pointer from Andres Martinez as well. Cross half court, Pavlovich, Olsen, high post, the elbow, Ryan. Christian splits two defenders all the way to the rack. Count it and a foul. Christian has a distinct size advantage against Larned. He has that against a lot of teams, but he did not in the last game on Friday against Arlie Morell of Pratt. Ryan has a chance at a three-point play for Smoky Valley to get it right back down to a one-point lead again. Foul was called on Tristan Regan, his first. First team foul on Larned. Free throw for Ryan for the three-point play is off the mark. Long rebound goes to the left elbow to Crable for Larned. Indians with the basketball, leading by two, Crable feeds inside, looking for Tops. The ball tipped out by Ryan, and a steal for Ty Heinschmidt. Second turnover for Larned. Olsen wasting no time. Gets it into the corner for Gingler. Head fake by Brock. Back to Olsen. On the left wing, Braylon drives in, kicks it right side. Pavlovich fakes on a three. Back to Olsen. Braylon high post to Ryan at the right lane. Turns, spins, open, layup in. Split the double team and found himself wide open under the basket. 6-6 tie. Timeout called by Coach Steinlage and Larned. 3:49 to play. First quarter, we're knotted at 6 and back in 30 seconds from Midway Motors broadcast booth. This is Viking basketball on KLBG.
Your world is changing, and so is ours. Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Kinnison with McPherson Dental Care. We are proud to announce that we are now offering the latest in technology in dentistry with Yomi Robotics to assist in placing implants. With this technology, it enables us to have better precision, smaller incisions, and helps us make implants less invasive. We are the only dental offices in the Midwest to offer Yomi Robotics. That's McPherson Dental Care, serving the communities in Inman, Buhler, Hillsboro, Lyons, and McPherson.
Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
Larned held a 6-2 lead, but a couple quick buckets from Christian Ryan have tied the game up at 6 apiece. But Larned coming back the other way. Ryan on an overplay, and Tops was left open underneath and lays it up and in. He's got 5 of 7 early point, or 8 points, here early for Larned. 8-6 in favor of the Indians. 3:28 to play first quarter. Pavlovich on the right wing, high post to Ryan. Free throw line jumper for Christian. Hits front rim and misses. And the rebound to Regan on the right block. Indians with the basketball. Regan across half court. Knocked out from behind by Olsen, but it got into the hands of Gonzalez. Martinez Tops into the corner. Crable for three over Pavlovich. Nothing but net. Luke Crable knocks down the triple, and Larned leads 11-6. 5 straight points for the Indians to reclaim the lead. Ryan has it on the left wing, driving in, splitting defenders. Shot on the way missing, but a foul will send Christian to the free throw line for 2 attempts for Smoky Valley. Larned foul is called on Tristan Regan. And that is his second foul. 11-6 the score. Free throw on the way for Ryan is in. His 5th point of the game. It's 11-7. Caleb Burgart checking in for the first time for Smoky Valley. 5'11 sophomore for Brock Gingler. Regan checking out of the game, and Grady Pinkston, 5'10 senior, is in for the first time for Larned, averaging 3.5 points, 3.5 boards. Second free throw missing for Ryan. Christian has now attempted 134 free throws this season. He's made 90. Out top, this is Martinez. The crossover dribble, hands it off to Gonzalez, who falls to the floor. Olsen putting pressure on, and then it's thrown away by Gonzalez. A steal for Smoky Valley. Olsen, quick outlet up ahead for Ryan. Christian ahead of the pack. Underneath, layup counts, and another foul on Larned. Ryan with 7 off the bench quickly here for Smoky Valley. Lead back down to 2 at 11-9 for the Indians with 2:33 to play in the first. Foul was called on Grady Pinkston, his first. Third team foul on the Indians. Free throw for Ryan, too strong again. Rebound tapped out, and Ryan gets it back for Smoky Valley. Christian driving in, backing in on the defense, puts up a shot that misses. Heitschmidt trying to get the rebound, but a tip through his hands. It goes back to Larned. Quick outlet up ahead, in transition ahead, fake on a 3 from Martinez. He dribbles left side and hands it off to Pinkston. Pinkston drives into the lane, had it stripped, but a foul from behind called on Atticus Pavlovich, his first. First team foul called on the Vikings. And an inbound play now for Larned. Pinkston to throw it in. 2:15 to play first quarter, and the inbound pass swatted out by Ty Heitschmidt. It'll stay here with the Indians. Much the same spot for Pinkston to throw it in. Lob pass out to Gonzalez, over to the left wing to Martinez. Looking back for Gonzalez, it's an overshoot, and Heitschmidt nearly tipped it, but he didn't touch it. It goes out of bounds off of Larned and back to Smoky Valley. So Larned with their 4th first quarter turnover. Vikings with the basketball and a chance to tie or take the lead with a 3 possibly. 11-9 Indians. 2:05 in the first quarter. Olsen to the left wing for Burgart, back to Olsen. Braylon lobs it to the free throw line. Ryan, and he was trying to get it to Heitschmidt. Ty kind of jumped too early. And then Christian threw the ball as if Ty was going to go jump and get it, and it flies out of bounds back to Larned. Second turnover of the game for the Vikings. Indian basketball, and the inbound play is thrown away right to Atticus Pavlovich. Atticus holding. He's used his dribble. Gets it back over to Olsen on the wing. Driving in. Free throw line, Ryan. Christian backing in on the defense. Puts up a shot over 2 defenders and misses. And on the rebound, Tops pulls it out for Larned. Indian basketball in transition. Gonzalez sidesteps Burgart. Goes left side to Martinez. A 3 on the way from the left wing. Bouncing off. Rebound to Christian Ryan. Ryan quickly up the floor. Pulling it up, bringing it up himself, I should say. Ryan into the corner for Burgart. Caleb with a head fake. Bounce pass inside. Heitschmidt. Ty turns. Banks it up and in. First basket of the game on the first attempt of the game for Ty Heitschmidt. We're tied at 11. 1:15 in the first quarter as Larned has it back. Crable across half court, back out top. This is Gonzalez with it back from Martinez. And a bounce pass into the corner. Crable free over Ryan. It's way too strong off the back, and a rebound to Heitschmidt. Ty with a quick outlet up ahead to Ryan. Christian driving baseline, whips it underneath. Nice find to Pavlovich. Atticus fouled. Going up with a shot attempt. 2 free throws coming up here for Pavlovich. This foul was called on Luke Crable, his first. Team foul number 4 on Larned. Atticus shooting 52% from the line this season and has his 2 attempts coming up. First of 2 for the lead for Smoky Valley. He rattles home for Pavlovich, his first point on his senior night. 12-11, Vikings with the lead. Olsen checking back in or out of the game. Titus Griffith in for the first time, the 6'3 senior for Smoky Valley. A very senior-heavy team for Smoky Valley here on senior night. Gonzalez and Crable both checking out. Kobe Lang, 5'10 sophomore, out there for the first time, and also checking in is Landis Hagerman, 5'10 junior. Second free throw missing for Pavlovich. Ryan rolls in, the rebound put back. 9 first quarter points already for Christian Ryan, and the Vikings lead 14-11. Larned basketball with 43 seconds left in the first. Trap comes from Ryan against Gonzalez, and a timeout called by the Indians. Coach Steinlag is looking here at Martinez, actually, who had it on the near side. And just like, what are you doing? Dribbling right there and taking the trap. 39 seconds in the first quarter, 14-11. Smoky Valley with the lead. We're back in 30 seconds from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. This is Viking basketball on KLBG.
Need reliable electrical work? Call Head Electric in McPherson. We are locally family-owned and committed to providing quality electrical services. Give us a call at 620-241-3757 or visit headelectricinc.com.
The Bradbury Company, headquartered in Mound Ridge, is a family-owned custom equipment builder, and they're hiring qualified candidates for manufacturing roles. Apply online at bradburygroup.com. The Bradbury Company, wishing the best of luck to all the teams.
Smoky Hills Rock, 95.5.
39 seconds left in the first quarter. It's 14-11. Smoky Valley leading over Larned as the Vikings have gotten 9 of their 14 points from Christian Ryan. 3-pointers from both Andres Martinez and Luke Crable for Larned in this first quarter. Indians will have the basketball out of the timeout. The inbound play coming here for Larned, as it'll be Martinez to throw it in. A round of applause here for the athletes that have qualified for state wrestling for Smoky Valley coming up Friday and Saturday in Salina. Bounce pass on the near side as Caleb Burgart came across the arm of Andres Martinez. An easy foul call there. Just his 13th foul called on Smoky Valley here in this first quarter. First on Burgart, the inbound play to Tops. He holds back out Martinez. He gets it over to Lang, looking into the corner. Ryan knocks it out of bounds on the far side. He'll stay with the Indians. Kobe Lang in on the left wing for Martinez. Back out to the right side. This is Tops with it. Driving right lane line, and Heitschmidt steals it out of there for Smoky Valley. 6 first quarter turnovers for Larned as Burgart comes the other way for the Vikings. Over to the right side to Ryan. Christian looking on a baseline cut to Heitschmidt. Tie, step back, fadeaway jumper, bounces off the back and misses. The rebound taken down by Larned. Burgart gets in there to force a tie up with Crable, or Hagerman actually. And the alternating arrow will keep it with Larned. The inbound play coming for the Indians as the Vikings put on some full court defense here. And there was just a couple seconds left. That's why in the inbound play as the buzzer sounds. And at the end of one, Smoky Valley leads by 3, 14-11 over Larned. We'll take a timeout. We're back with the second quarter in 60 seconds from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. This is Viking basketball on KLBG.
Archer Gear for Sport at 109 North Main, downtown Lindsborg, is a proud supporter of the Smoky Valley Vikings and the Bethany Sweets. Be sure to stop by before the game and check out the new apparel to show your team pride. We wish all the student athletes a safe and successful season.
McPherson Center for Health is one of only 8 in Kansas and the only one within 60 miles to earn a 5-star rating from CMS, the highest for quality and patient care. That's nationally recognized 5-star care right at home.
The hub where good times spin, brick of love where dreams begin. Brewed and baked just for you. The hub's the place for something true.
Hey, it's Sammy from the Hub Brick Oven and Brewery, inviting y'all to join us in Mound Ridge. The station, Coffee and Bakery, is open at 7:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday for all your coffee, bakery, and ice cream fixes. Don't forget to try one of our delicious appetizers. Our brick oven is fired up from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Come get your grub at the Hub.
Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
14-11, Smoky Valley leading it after one over Larned. The Vikings have the basketball, moving right to left to start the second quarter. They've got Brock Gangler, Caleb Burgart, Christian Ryan, Titus Griffith, and Ty Heitschmidt starting. Lob pass, Burgart. They were looking for a dunk there for Ryan, but the pass wasn't in the right spot. Christian caught it, drives baseline, but then stepped out of bounds, giving it back to Larned. Third turnover the first half for Smoky Valley. As the Indians get the possession back, the inbound play from Gonzalez, who's back out there to Martinez. Martinez back to Gonzalez. Double team trap comes across half court. Heitschmidt knocks the ball loose and a steal for Caleb Burgart. Turnover for Larned. Burgart up the floor, feeding inside Ryan. Christian backing in. Bank shot up and good. Christian Ryan already in double figures, 11 points. It's his 16th double figure game of the season. 16-11. Smoky Valley the lead. Up in transition. Regan had the ball and it's tipped out of bounds off of Griffith on the far side left wing. Staying right here with the Indians, Braylon Olson and Merrick Anderson will check back into the game for Smoky Valley as Burgart and Heitschmidt will both get a breather. 7:20 to play in this first half. Smoky Valley leading 16-11. Christian Ryan with 11 of the 16 points for the Vikings. Stops at the pass into the corner for Regan. Back over to the left wing to Martinez. Guarded by Olson. He hands it to Gonzalez on the right wing, dribbling it back out top. Regan back to Gonzalez on the right wing. Spinning off the defense at the right elbow, driving in underneath for Tops. Blocked from behind, but a foul called on Titus Griffith. Will send Javon Tops to the free throw line. First foul on Titus, team foul number 1 on Smoky Valley in the second quarter. Thank more of our sponsors bringing the broadcast here tonight. Headland Electric, one of our sponsors. And also APAC Shears, Raleigh Insurance, McPherson Dental Care, Pile Law, Tallgrass Turf Solutions, McPherson Center for Health. First free throw for Tops is good. He's got 6 for Larned. 16-12 in favor of Smoky Valley. 7:02 to play in the first half. Second free throw for Tops on the way. Off the back iron missing. Rebound tap right back out to Tops, though. So Larned keeps the possession. Ball tipped near side and went off the leg of... it went off Gonzalez's leg, and it's out of bounds back to Smoky Valley. They ended up getting that call right as the Vikings have the possession back. 6:57 to play first half and a 16-12 Smoky Valley lead. Olsen across half court. To the left wing to Gingler. Brock looking in for Ryan. He's triple teamed, trying to throw it underneath to Griffith, but Regan stepped right in front of it and stole it away. It's the fourth turnover for Smoky Valley in the first half. Regan coming the other way for Larned. Got Ryan in the air, missed the shot, and then a rebounding foul called on Tops. We'll give it back to Smoky Valley.
Number 15.
Javon Tops with his first personal foul. Team foul number 1 on the Indians in the second quarter. 6:36 to play first half as Smoky Valley has it back. Ryan to Gingler on the right side. Out top Olsen. Braylon drives in. Kicks it underneath for Griffith. Titus takes a dribble. Turns. Shoots. Misses. Right side. A rebound right under the hands of Ryan for the putback. 13 points now for Christian Ryan as Smoky Valley's lead is 6. 18-12. Back the other way. Regan left side of the wing to Martinez. Over to the right side of Gonzalez. Gonzalez back to Martinez. Lob pass into the corner. Regan baseline 15-footer. Might have been tipped. Rebound Tops. Throws it off of Anderson. Oh, but it went off of Tops again out of bounds. The official didn't see that end of it. They say it's off of Merrick. It'll stay right here with the Indians. It's the inbound play coming here for Larned as Tops checks out of the game. Crable back in for Larned. 6:02 to play in the first half. 18-12 to score. Crable to throw it in. Out top to Regan. Bounce pass back to Crable. Baseline floater is on the way from 15. Missing. Rebound tipped in the middle of the lane, and Ryan has it for Smoky Valley. The ball's tipped out of his hands, but he keeps it alive. Back to Olsen. Braylon will push it up the floor. Gets it across half court right side. Crossover dribble. Drives into the lane. He's stripped. It's off of the Larned player. And then Brock Gingler tips it loose. Larned trying to save it in off of Griffith. And apparently that ball bounced out of bounds, and Titus is in some pain coming back to the bench. Not going to tell you where. He goes to the sideline with 5:40 left in the first half. It's 18-12. Smoky Valley with the lead as Reed and Heitschmidt came back in for Ryan and Griffith. Pass to the right side wing. Hagerman back in for Larned. Goes left wing now. Martinez high post, right side in the corner. Crable back to Hagerman. Looking back underneath, Crable has it. He's double teamed on the baseline. Ball's knocked out of his hands. He got it back, but threw it away right to Braylon Olsen. Olsen ahead of the pack, looking to take it to the rack. Pull up left lane line, floater rolling off the mark. Rebound goes to Martinez. Larned basketball, quick outlet to Gonzalez in transition. He spins off of Gingler and took an extra step. Brock held his ground defensively. Kind of that Carl Malone, looked like you're going to make contact and pull the chair out from underneath, and then Gonzalez ended up taking an extra step and traveling to give it back to Smoky Valley. Viking basketball with Olsen across half court. 5 minutes to play in the first half. Gingler with a bounce pass inside for Reed. Chandler back to Gingler. Top of the key, Anderson. Left side, Olsen. Between the legs of the dribble into the corner for Heitschmidt. Tie back to Olsen. Top of the key again to Gingler. Free throw line, Reed. Chandler turns back over to Olsen. Three from the left wing for Braylon. In there. The assist to Chandler Reed. Braylon Olsen with his first three of the game, his fourth of the season, and a 9-point Viking lead, 21-12. Crable back the other way for Larned, out top for Martinez. Back to Gonzalez on the right wing with 4.5 to play. We're in the first half. Martinez a deep three, 2 feet behind the line. That misses. Reed with a good box out in the corner and gets it back over to Braylon Olsen. And a leg stuck out there by Crable to avoid letting Olsen go anywhere. And that's an easy foul called on Crable, his second team foul on Larned in this second quarter. Atticus Pavlovich back into the game for Brock Gingler for Smoky Valley. Hagerman checks out. Pinkston back in for Larned. Inbound play. Heitschmidt for Braylon Olsen. Olsen over to the right side, Pavlovich. Atticus has 1 point on the free throw in the first quarter. Gets it back out to Anderson. Merrick over to the left side to Olsen. Back out top for Pavlovich. Now back to Olsen, driving left lane line. Kicks into the corner. He was looking for Heitschmidt, and they say no tip. Just thrown out of bounds. Back to Larned. 5 turnovers in the first half for Smoky Valley. Vikings led 14-11 after one quarter, and they now lead 21-12. So it's a 7-1 start to the second quarter. Free throw from Javon Tops, the only point for Larned. They feed inside to Tops, who found position underneath for the open layup. Tops has 8 out of the 14 points now for the Indians. 21-14, Smoky Valley. 3:37 to play. Lob pass underneath to Heitschmidt. Ty adjusts, puts up a shot that was partially blocked by Pinkston, and the rebound goes to Larned. Indians coming back the other way. Martinez on the left side, fakes on a 3. Skip pass right side, Pinkston. Back to Gonzalez. Drives right lane line. Fall away shot from the right side missing, and a rebound on the right block goes to Heitschmidt. Smoky Valley basketball. Olsen quick outlet. Atticus wide open 3. Rolls over the top and misses. Gonzalez has the rebound for Larned. And coming up the floor, a foul on Smoky Valley. Ty Heitschmidt with his first, team foul number 2 on the Vikings in this second quarter. As the Indians keep the possession of the inbound play on the near sideline for Pinkston. Pinkston in for Martinez. Martinez dribbling on the right side, picks up the dribble, back over to the left side. Pinkston into the corner for Gonzalez. He lost it for a second, gets it back. Anderson with the pressure inside. Feeding baseline. Tops gets open again, missed the shot though. Reed the rebound on the backside this time for Smoky Valley. Reed quickly to Olsen, and Braylon wasting no time. Has it up the floor. Spins on Martinez to Anderson. Merrick back to Pavlovich. 2:40 to play first half. Smoky Valley leading by 7. Pass over there on the far side was knocked out of bounds by Martinez. Ryan and Burgart coming back into the game for the Vikings for Reed and Anderson. Fans, don't forget you can always listen to the games on your phone with the Ad Astra Radio app powered by Nextech Wireless. The latest phones and devices at the best prices. You can always watch Smoky Valley live video stream as well on Ad Astra TV, on our website at adastraradio.com, on our app, or on our YouTube page. Ad Astra Radio. Ryan over to the left side to Braylon Olsen. He drives in, looking back into the corner for Pavlovich. The ball's tipped. And then it was knocked out by Olsen out of bounds in the far corner. And it'll go back to Larned with another Viking turnover. 2:21 to play in the first half and a 7-point Smoky Valley lead, 21-14. Larned looking to battle and stay in this one. Inbound pass is tipped, stolen away by Olsen. Up ahead, Burgart missed it. Rebound Ryan put back in, and a foul on Larned. Christian Ryan has 15 in the first half. Smoky Valley leading 23-14. Crable just got called for his 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 3 on Larned in this quarter. And Ryan, a chance at a 3-point play. He's just 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Really the only place things have gone wrong for him. He's been all over the boards here tonight, as expected, in a game that he definitely has a size advantage in. The 6'8 senior missed another free throw. Rebound Tops, tipped into the hands of Gonzalez. He brings it across half court at the free throw line. Jump stop in the lane, throws one up at the basket, and a foul on Smoky Valley on Pavlovich. Will send Gonzalez to the free throw line for 2 attempts. Atticus called for his 2nd foul. Team foul number 3 on Smoky Valley in this second quarter. A few more of our sponsors tonight include McPherson Laundry, Freddy's Frozen Custard, Pools Plus, Hutch Auto Body, Mid-Kansas Credit Union, Bullseye Irrigation, and People's Bank and Trust.
Number 11.
First free throw off for Gonzalez. He's got another one coming up. Pavlovich checking out. Gingler back in for Smoky Valley. Another opportunity coming up here for Anthony Gonzalez, just a 48.5% free throw shooter on the season. He missed both. Rebound goes to Heitschmidt this time. Viking basketball. Olsen behind the back of the dribble, but he dribbled it right toward a Larned player. He tried to save it back up to Heitschmidt, but it's out of his reach and out of bounds on the near side. Another Viking turnover. Larned basketball and an inbound play for Andres Martinez. 9-point Smoky Valley lead with 1:59 to play in the first half. And the Larned girls held on for a 33-29 win earlier tonight. Dribbling out of bounds, Pinkston trying to get away from a trap, gives it right back to Smoky Valley. 6 turnovers in each quarter now for Larned. I don't know, Coach Luke Steinlag, he's talking to the official about something. Maybe he felt like his guy was pushed. The only thing I could think of. Olsen has it high post. Ryan turns. Free throw line jumper for Christian is smooth. 17 in the first half for Christian Ryan. 9 in the first, now 8 in the second. It's an 11-point lead. 25-14 Smoky Valley. Out of the circle at half court. Martinez, good look underneath. Hagerman. Heitschmidt altered the shot and the rebound backside to Ryan. Christian pushing it up the floor for Smoky Valley on the right side. Pulls it back out, gets it to Olsen on the left wing. Left elbow, Braylon turns back to Ryan. A three from the left side for Christian. Nothing but net. 20 first half points for Christian Ryan. It is his 10th 20-point game of the season. 28-14, Smoky Valley with 1:04 to play in the first half. Lob pass into Tops. He has it right blocked. Swatted by Ryan. Christian taps the rebound over to Heitschmidt. Viking basketball. Olsen up ahead, and Gonzalez read that pass. He knocks it out of bounds into the Larned stands on the far sideline. It'll stay with Smoky Valley. Inbound play coming for Brock Gingler. Javon Tops and Christian Ryan sharing a bit of a laugh here on this end. Ryan has it back out top for Olsen. Braylon over to the left side to Burgart. Caleb taking a couple dribbles to the free throw line to Christian Ryan. One dribble back into the corner for Burgart. Feeding inside to Heitschmidt. Tie backing in. Fouled by Javon Tops. Heitschmidt will go to the free throw line for 2 attempts. Second foul on Tops and the 14th foul on Larned in this third quarter. 39 seconds until halftime. 28-14 the score in favor of Smoky Valley. It's been a 14-3 second quarter for the Vikings. 11 of those points scored by Ryan, and now Heitschmidt gets the free throw to roll in. Ty shooting 62.5% from the line. 29-14. Heitschmidt with 3 in the first half. Second one coming up here for Ty. On the way, and that one bounces off. Rebound tapped up high. Ryan comes out of there with it, drives up, and he's blocked apparently and not fouled. As it goes out of bounds, it'll stay with Smoky Valley. Ty goes 1 for 2 on that trip. Titus Griffith back into the game for Heitschmidt for the Vikings. The inbound play coming for Braylon Olsen. Olsen looking to get it in. Lobs into Ryan. Christian at the left elbow. Head fakes. Drives. Cut off. Bank shot on the way missing. Ryan trying to get the rebound. A tie up. And the possession will go back to Larned. Indian basketball 29-14 in favor of Smoky Valley. 28 seconds left in the first half. The inbound goes to Martinez. Back up ahead to Hagerman. Right side back to Martinez. Out top, left corner Gonzalez feeding into Tops. Cut off by Griffith. Puts up a shot on a fake and lays it in. Tops has had a good first half. He's got 10 for Larned. 29-16 the score. Viking basketball. Christian Ryan driving left lane. Cut off. Bank shot on the way. Rolling in. 22 in the first half now for Christian. 31-16. 2 seconds left. Inbound play. Hagerman. Shot was blocked by Braylon Olsen, and that's the end of the first half. Halftime score, Smoky Valley 31, Larned 16. A 17-5 second quarter for the Vikings puts them up by 15 at half. We take a timeout. We're back with our First Bank Kansas halftime report from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. This is Viking basketball on KLBG.
Wildfires will be performing tonight to Sports Car, choreographed by our seniors Haley, Keely, Kylista, and Sarah. The Wildfires are Haley Cubius, Keely Friesen, Kylista Kindlesberger, Sarah McCulloch, Erin Galizel, Tessa Breeze, J.C. Falcon, Malia Friesen, Jocelyn Kindlesberger, Callie Leiker, and Braylon Whitaker. The Wildfires are coached by Angela DeLiesel.
points in the first half. 3 for Ty Heinschmidt, 1 for Atticus Pavlovich on a free throw in the first quarter. For Larned, they're in double figures with Javon Tops. He's got 10 points. He averages his 2 points a game coming into the game here this evening. He had 10 in the first half. And they have 16 at halftime. A three-pointer from Luke Krabel in the first quarter and another three-pointer from Andres Martinez in that first quarter. So those are your 16 points for the Indians in half number 1. Smoky Valley leading it 31-16 at the break here in Lindsborg. We're going to take another timeout. We come back. We'll have more of our First Bank Kansas halftime report. Again, at halftime, it's 31-16 Vikings. We're back in another break here and have a scoreboard update. Get you ready for half 2 from the Midway Motors broadcast booth on the First Bank Kansas halftime report. This is Viking basketball on KLBG.
With our laundry service and offer specialty services as well, including wedding dress cleaning and preservation, bedding, drapes, and blankets. Drop off and pick up from McPherson Laundry and Dry Cleaners at A5 Western in downtown McPherson.
Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
Welcome back in the Midway Motors broadcast booth. It is 31-16 in favor of Smoky Valley here at halftime. We have a scoreboard update brought to you by McPherson Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. Some 1A sub-state basketball scores from tonight as winners move on to the semifinals. The losers are done for the season. Frankfort wins over Canton Galva tonight, 52-31 on the girls' side there in Canton. Also, it was Central Plains advancing with a 58-14 win over St. Francis. They're part of the Osborne sub-state. They'll take on St. John's Tipton in the semifinals coming up this weekend. Also, it was La Crosse over Maxville, 45-26 in the Spearville sub-state 2. So Maxville sees their season come to a close. Cunningham moves on with a win over South Barber and Caldwell sub-state 2 in Division 2. A 35-31 win for the Wildcats over the Chieftains. And out east, Marmaton Valley falls to Peabody Burns. Peabody Burns winning that one 31-26 in Moran here tonight. Just some of the scores that we do have from our Ad Astra Radio area. Also on the scoreboard update brought to you by McPherson Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch at halftime. Here again, it's Smoky Valley 31-16 over Larned, and McPherson leads Mulvane 19-13 after one quarter on the boys' side. McPherson girls clinched at least a share of the AVCTL Division III title with a 48-42 win over Mulvane here tonight as well. And the Larned girls winning over Smoky Valley 33-29 earlier tonight. So those are some of the scores that we have from the area here this evening on our scoreboard update, brought to you by McPherson Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. Tonight's game brought to you by Smoky Valley Virtual Charter School, offering customizable curriculum at every grade level. Smoky Valley Public Schools, we champion for all students. Smoky Valley Public Schools, the title sponsor for tonight's game and all the games right here on KLBG throughout the season. Viking basketball, the 31-16 lead, moving left to right to start the second half. Christian Ryan, Atticus Pavlovich, Braylon Olson, Ty Heitzman, and Brock Gangler, the original starting five throughout the season in the lineup. Pavlovich was trying to get it to Heitzman. He rockets a pass past the right lane line and out of bounds back to Larned. Smoky Valley's first turnover of the second half, their 8th of the game. Larned had 12 first half turnovers, and the Indians have it back. They start the same way they started the game, I believe. We'll double check that. Crable had 3 fouls, but he's still out there to start the second half. Crable, Regan, Gonzalez, Thompson, Martinez, the starting 5. Regan cut off from the right lane line. He got Pavlovich in the air. He's pressured, stripped from behind by Heitzschmidt. Tie up, and Larned will keep the possession as Javon Tops got in there to force the tie up. Really like what I've seen from Tops tonight, the 6'3 freshman for Larned. 10 points in the first half. He's got some ability and could be a factor for Larned moving forward here in the future. Inbound play in the corner as that ball was knocked out of bounds, out of the hands of Martinez by Braylon Olson. And Larned keeps the possession. Martinez to throw it in on the far sideline. He gets it in to Tops, back to Martinez on the right wing. Guarded out top by Olson. Martinez hands it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez with a bounce pass, right wing. Regan back to Gonzalez on the flow. Nice look, but maybe an extra pass. Baseline, the ball was tipped out and stolen away by Brock Gangler. Turnover for Larned. Quickly up the floor. Pavlovich, 3 in transition that misses. Rebound, Tops, guys up for it for Larned. Quickly up the floor for Larned. Tops goes into the corner for Crable. On the left lane line, a banker missing, and Christian Ryan has the rebound. Viking basketball, 6:50 to play, third quarter. Smoky Valley up 31-16. Heitzschmidt head fakes on a free throw line jumper. Takes one dribble, takes the jump shot just in front of the free throw line, missing, and a good box out and rebound for Regan. Larned basketball, still 31-16. Regan drives the right lane line, cut off by Ryan. Head fakes, gets caught in the lane, hands it off the top, shoots over Ryan and misses. Right side rebound to Heitzschmidt. Up ahead, this is Olson to Ryan. Christian crosses over, drives, splits 2 defenders, but lost the ball. A turnover for Smoky Valley. Larned has it back now with a quick outlet. Gonzalez looking inside. What a play by Brock Gangler to knock it out from behind, and then it hit the feet of Anthony Gonzalez as it goes out of bounds back to Smoky Valley. So another Larned turnover as the Vikings get the possession back. Braylon Olson across half court. Lobbing free throw line, right elbow, turnaround jumper for Ryan. Hits front rim and misses. Rebound goes to Martinez, basically right from where Ryan shot. Indian basketball. Martinez to Gonzalez on the right wing. Heitzschmidt extends on the defense. Back to Martinez near half court. Left side Regan. Guarded by Ryan. Back to Martinez. Deep 3 right wing. And it rolls in for Andres Martinez. His second 3 of the game. About 2 feet behind the line that time. 31-19 in favor of Smoky Valley. Pavlovich has it left side of the wing. Picks up his dribble back to Olson. Near half court to the right side. Extended free throw line to Ryan. Christian has the ball on the deck, turns, spins, shoots, left it short, rebound into the hands of Heitzschmidt, and Ty has the putback for Smoky Valley. First basket of the second half for Heitzschmidt. He's got 5 in the game. 14-point lead again for the Vikings at 33-19. Martinez in transition, back over to Regan. Back to Martinez, left side. Olson closes out defensively. Crable on the left lane line, shoots over Pavlovich and misses. Right block, rebound goes to Ty Heitzschmidt. Vikings have it back. Olson pushing the floor, splits defenders, running layup, rolling in for Braylon Olson. Might have been a body, no foul was called, but Olson makes it anyway. He's got 7. It's 35-19. Vikings lead by 16. Head fake on a 3 by Crable. He goes in, cut off by Ryan. Tops has it now, turns to the right lane. Left elbow to Regan, into the corner. Crable for 3. Front rim missing, long rebound goes into the hands of Christian Ryan again. Ryan bringing it up for Smoky Valley, gets it across half court. Setting up the offense into the corner for Gangler. Brock back to Ryan on the left wing. 4:33 to play, third quarter. Olson back to Ryan. Deep 3 for Christian from the left side. Front rim missing. Rebound in the middle of the lane goes to Martinez. Christian struggling here in the second half. He's 0 for 3 to start. Here's a Martinez, a 3 in transition missing. And Heitzschmidt has a rebound on the right block. Vikings with it back into the corner. This is Gangler back into Ryan. Christian backing in on tops. Contact. He missed it. Got his own rebound. Missed again. Got his own rebound again. Missed again. And a rebounding foul on Ty Heitschmidt. Well, good looks there for Ryan, but he just couldn't get him to roll down. 5 subs coming in for Smoky Valley. Griffith, Reed, Anderson, and Burgard have all already been in. Mason Riedel seeing his first action, the 5'11 freshman. Original starting 5 for the Vikings, all checking out of the game here. 4:03 to play third quarter. It's 35-19 in favor of Smoky Valley. Frabel checks out of the game for Larned, and Pinkston back in for the Indians. Halfway through the third quarter, Reagan feeding underneath, looking for Tops, and from behind, Anderson tried to steal it and ran right through Javon Tops. Merritt called for the foul. That's his second, team foul number 1 on Smoky Valley. Inbound play on the baseline coming here for Pinkston. Pinkston looking in, double teamed here by Reed and Griffith on the inbound pass. Martinez lines up another deep 3 from the left side. His front rim missing. Good box out and rebound, and Anderson got straight shoved in the back by Gonzalez, and an easy foul call on that one. His first, team foul number 1 on Larned. Burgard with the inbound play for Mason Riedel. Riedel brings it across half court with 3:46 left in the third quarter. Smoky Valley leading it by 16. Griffith has it the left elbow out top. Burgard fakes on a 3, bounce pass to Riedel, feeding inside, looking for Reed. Chandler trying to save it before he falls out of bounds, and does. Griffith right lane line. Titus with the layup that's left short. Rebound goes right back to him. He spins, turns, wants to go up. Top scripted. Griffith gets it back and scores for Smoky Valley. First basket of the game for Titus Griffith, and a timeout called by Larned. 18-point Indian lead, 37-19. 3:22 to play third quarter. We're back in 60 seconds from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. This is Viking basketball on KLBG.
Hot dogs are now $1. Popcorn, 2 for $1.
We're celebrating being together as much as we can. Room for more good and more Freddy's. Keep the good going with a taste that brings you back.
Freddy's frozen custard and steak burgers in Hutchinson and McPherson. Smoky Hills Rock, 95.5.
3:22 to play third quarter. It's 37-19 in favor of Smoky Valley. Larned basketball out of their timeout. Gonzalez across half court in a double team. Pinkston underneath, and into the game for the first time is Nelson. His shot attempt was blocked by Reed. Then a rebound, a foul was called on Titus Griffith, his second, and the second team foul. Bentley Nelson's a 6'5 freshman out there for the first time for Larned. The inbound play baseline, Pinkston out left wing Gonzalez. Martinez on the right side with a skip pass to Gonzalez. Left lane line underneath, and open layup missing, but a foul from behind called on Merrick Anderson. Pushing Regan, he'll go to the free throw line for 2 attempts. Merrick's second or third foul, actually. And the third team foul called on Smoky Valley. Final tune-up of the regular season here for the Vikings before they take on Fredonia. 2 nights from tonight here in the first round of the 3A Substate. First free throw is in for Tristan Regan, his first point of the game. 37-20 the score as Braylon Olson comes back in from Merrick Anderson. 3:03 to play in the third quarter. Second free throw coming up here for Regan, Larned, and nothing but net. 37-21 the score. Viking basketball on the left side wing. This is Riedel with it. Back out near half court to Caleb Burgard. Bounce pass out of the right elbow. Griffith has it. Bounces into the corner for Olson. Braylon taking a couple dribbles. Out to Burgard. Free throw line. Reed turns. Chandler back into the corner for Riedel. Top of the key to Burgard. Back to Riedel, left corner. Mason, baseline jumper on the way. Nothing but net for Mason Riedel. First basket of the game for Riedel. He's not had a lot of varsity action, so that matches a career high here in his freshman year of 2 points. Inside pass, and then off of Larned, it rolls out of bounds on the far sideline back to Smoky Valley. Another Indian turnover. As the Vikings have it back with a 18-point advantage. Griffith, free throw line jumper, banking and rolling in for Titus. 4 points here in this third quarter for Griffith, and it's a 20-point Viking lead, 41-21. Larned with the basketball, coming the other way. Gonzalez at the left elbow. Floater on the way, misses off to the right. The rebound taken out by Caleb Burgard. Viking basketball, Olsen ahead of the pack, shifts through the defense and hits the floater in the middle of the lane. 9 for Braylon Olsen. It's 43-21, Smoky Valley. Larned with the basketball, and a shot on the inside, missing again for the Indians. The rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Smoky Valley. Hagerman comes back into the game for Martinez. Crable coming back in for Larned as well for Anthony Gonzalez. 1:44 to play, third quarter, 43-21. Smoky Valley leading it by 22. Inbound baseline, Crable to throw it in. Into the corner to Pinkston. Looking back in for Crable, or excuse me, for Hagerman. It's over his head and a steal for Smoky Valley. Riedel up ahead. Olsen at the left elbow. Back to Burgard. Caleb with a couple dribbles. Back to Olsen. Swinging to right side. Riedel. High post, the free throw line. Griffith right back to Mason. Head fakes on a three. Takes a couple dribbles. Back over to Olsen. Extended on the right wing to the free throw line to Titus. Griffith takes it, puts it on the deck with a dribble. And a tie-up will keep it right here with Smoky Valley. And substitutions will come back into the game for the Vikings. Anderson, actually it'll be Pavlovich, Ryan, Heitschmidt, and Gangler for Riedel, Griffith, Reed, and Burgard. So your original starting five back in with 1:20 remaining in the third quarter for Smoky Valley. Braylon Olsen to throw it in on the baseline for the Vikings. Olsen holding right side, gets it to Pavlovich on the right wing. Looking back out top, he threw it away. Pinkston has a steal. Up the floor, layup missing. Rebound Ryan saves it behind his back, but right into the hands of Hagerman, who lays it in.
2-point basket, Hagerman.
So Hagerman scores for the first time in the game for Larned. The lead back to 20. 43-23 out top. Olsen had it tipped out of his hands. Ryan has it. Free throw line. Left side to Gangler. Brock for three. Bouncing off the mark. Rebound left elbow. Or left block actually goes to Regan. Larned basketball. Across the timeline. Hagerman left side. Crable open three in transition. Banking off to the left. And a rebound to Christian Ryan on the left lane line. Ryan up ahead to Olsen with 38 seconds left third quarter. Smoky Valley leading it by 20. Ryan turns. Looking for some position. He gets called for a travel on the right block. So another turnover there for the Vikings. As Larned gets it back. 20-point lead for Smoky Valley. Looking to finish off the season at 12-8 and 4-4 in the league. They're on their way to that right now. I'm just looking to stay clean here for the final 23 seconds of this third and the fourth quarter as well. Hagerman out top. Well, head fake, adjust. Ball was tipped on the shot there by Olsen. A rebound goes to Pinkston. Back out to Regan. 12 seconds. Regan pull-up shot missing. Braylon Olsen has the rebound. Viking basketball, 7 seconds left. Olsen across half court, 5 seconds, down to 4. Ryan has it at the left elbow. Jump shot on the way. He left it short, and that's the end of the third quarter. After three, it's Smoky Valley 43, Larned 23. We're back in the fourth quarter in 60 seconds from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. This is Viking basketball on KLBG.
One of the most important elements of success is knowing when to expand and when to focus on strengthening what you have. At People's Bank and Trust, we've done just that over the years, ensuring that we always have a solid base to provide for our customers and our community. At People's Bank and Trust, we never promise more than we can deliver. And what we deliver is safe, sound, reliable banking that puts you first. Let us put our experience to work for you and your family. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Pools Plus proudly services pools and spas all over the state of Kansas. Family owned and operated right here in downtown Hutchinson, Pools Plus is the one-stop shop for all of your swimming pool, spa, and grilling needs. And now offering outdoor furniture. Pools Plus, 21 East 1st in downtown Hutchinson.
Don't let broken equipment ruin your weekend. Mack Engine Service fixes the small engines that do the big work. Located just outside McPherson at 1674 8th Avenue, 620-503-9682. Mack Engine Service, small engines, big results.
Smoky Hills Rock, 95.5.
After three quarters, Smoky Valley leading by 20 over Larned, 43-23. They've been led tonight by Christian Ryan with 22 points, but he was held scoreless in the third quarter, went 0 for 7 actually from the floor. As the Vikings have the 20-point lead, it's Larned basketball to start the fourth quarter. Leading the way for Larned, Javon Tops with 10.
Three-point basket,
Martinez fires a three out top of the key to start the fourth quarter and gets Larned back within 17 at 43-26. Viking basketball. Pavlovich fitting inside. Heitschmidt finds himself open on the left block and lays it in. 7 points now for Ty. Back to a 19-point lead for the Vikings at 45-26. Feeding inside, ball tipped out by Ryan, and a steal for Pavlovich. Atticus pushing at it, knocked down from behind, and it's taken back by Larned. Driving up the floor, a foul on a attempt by Javon Tops. Brock Gingler called for this one. It's his first, team foul number 1 on Smoky Valley.
number 11,
As Tops goes back to the free throw line for Larned. He is 2 for 4 from the line so far in the game. First one this time, spinning around and out. Still looking for his first point since the first half. Tops with 10 to lead Larned. 9 points now for Martinez. He's 3 for 8 from three-point land for the Indians. Second free throw for Tops on the way, and that one's halfway down and popping out. Heitschmidt the rebound for Smoky Valley. Viking basketball. Olsen across half court, feeding in the middle of the lane. Ryan lost it. A steal for Larned as Pinkston takes it all the way to the rack and lays it in with the finger roll. Grady Pinkston with his first basket of the game for Larned. It's 45-28. Lead back to 17 for Smoky Valley. Ryan feeding inside Heitschmidt. Open layup in. Christian Ryan with the assist. Ty's got 9. 47-28. Smoky Valley in transition to 3 again from the left side. This one misses. Heitschmidt gets up high to avoid contact. He gets the rebound off the miss by Martinez. Here's Olsen the other way. Back out top, Heitschmidt 3, trailing top of the key, spinning around and out. Pavlovich taps the rebound, and Pinkston comes out of there with it for Larned. Pinkston pushing the floor. Up ahead, Gonzalez is fouled. He missed the shot, but 2 free throws coming up for the junior for Larned. This one again on Brock Gingler, his second, team foul number 2 on the Vikings.
number 11, Gonzalez.
6:29 remaining in the game. Smoky Valley leading 47-28. Again, we'll be back here on Thursday for the Vikings against the Fredonia Yellow Jackets. Spinning around, first free throw misses for Anthony Gonzalez. Larned 0 for 3 now in the fourth quarter from the stripe. Tristan Regan went 2 for 2 in the third quarter. Second one for Gonzalez, off to the left, missing. Still looking for his first point, and Ryan rips the rebound out at the left block for Smoky Valley. Christian brings it across on his own for the Vikings. High post, Heitschmidt looking back for Olsen. Reading that pass the whole time was Martinez. And another turnover for Smoky Valley. Martinez on the left side. Cut out by Pavlovich into the corner. A 3 for Crable on the way. That one bounces and misses. Rebound right block. Brock Gingler with great position in the board. Up ahead, Olsen looking for Heitschmidt. He adjusts, gets underneath pretty far, but he's still able to lay it up and in. 11 for Ty Heitschmidt in double figures for the 12th time this season. 49-28, Smoky Valley. Tops over to Gonzalez, right side. Takes the baseline. Back to Tops. Fouled this time by Ryan, I believe. 2 free throws coming up again for Javon Tops. Christian Ryan called for his first personal foul. Team foul number 3 on Smoky Valley. One of our sponsors bring you the broadcast here tonight include Central Christian College, Wave Tech Roofing, the Pooh Squad, Terra Crop, Financial Crop Insurance, the Good Merchant, Lindsborg Community Hospital. So Swedish and Prairie Land Partners. First free throw is in for Javon Tops. He's got 11, his first point since the second quarter. 49-29 the score. Ryan, Gingler, Olsen, Heitschmidt, Pavlovich all checking back out for Smoky Valley. Anderson, Reed, Griffith, Riedel, and Burgart back in. 5:47 to play in the game and a 20-point Viking lead. Second free throw for Javon Tops on the way, and it's nothing but net. 12 points now for Tops. It's 49-30. Smoky Valley. Christian Ryan had 22 points in the first half. He hasn't scored yet in the second half for the Vikings. Anderson has it on the right side. Burgart head fakes, looks high post. Griffith turns back to Riedel, top of the key to Burgart. Caleb to Reed. Chandler turns, takes a dribble back over to the Riedel. Baseline Griffith. Titus turns on Tops. Nice move. He got Tops in the air but missed the shot. Rebound goes to Tops for Larned. Vikings still leading, but in transition, an open three for Kobe Lang is off to the right and missing. And the rebound taken out by the Vikings. On the right side, Burgart fouled from behind by Martinez. That's his first. And the first team foul on Larned in the fourth quarter. 5:08 remaining in this one. 49-30 in favor of the Vikings. The inbound play near side coming from Eric Anderson. Anderson gets it to Riedel, who makes himself available. Brings it back out to the circle out top. Picks up his dribble. Bounce pass to the left wing to Anderson. He bounces to the left elbow to Reed. Chandler back over to the left wing. Anderson has it. Crossover dribble. Drives baseline. Takes it to the rack. And that one might have been blocked. Riedel gets the rebound off the miss in the near corner. Over to Burgart for three. Caleb off the back iron. Missed it. Rebound tipped out. And Griffith trying to rip it out. A tie up with Tops. And the alternating arrow will keep it with Smoky Valley. Viking basketball with a 19-point lead. 4:43 to play in the game. And Smoky Valley can even out their record at 4-4 in the league. Reed off the inbound is fouled, going up with the shot attempt. Two free throws coming up here for Chandler. Tristan Reagan called for the foul, his third. Second team foul. And free throws coming up here for Chandler Reed. 4:40 to play in the game and a 49-30 lead for Smoky Valley. Reed's first free throw rattles in on his senior night. He gets his first point of the game. 50-30, Smoky Valley up 20.
Number 13, Pinkston.
Pinkston coming back into the game for Lang for Larned. One more opportunity coming up here for Smoky Valley and Chandler Reed. Second one on the way, bouncing high off the right, missing, and rigging the rebound for Larned. Reed goes 1 for 2, far side. The ball is off of Tristan out of bounds, and actually off of Larned, or excuse me, Smoky Valley. I think Anderson maybe, the inbound on the far side. Hagerman looking in, it goes into the backcourt, and it's tracked down by Martinez. He never really established possession in the front court. That's probably why there's no backcourt violation. Riedel on the defense. Martinez dribbles to the left block. Had it tipped out by Burgart. And then Griffith gets called for a foul trying to complete that steal. Titus called for his third. And the fourth team foul on the Vikings. 4:16 remaining in this one. It's a 50-30 lead for Smoky Valley. Anderson reads the inbound pass and knocks it out of bounds. They were trying to get it into the corner for Martinez. But Merrick wasn't having any of that, and they'll move back to this far side now on the baseline as Pinkston gets it out to Martinez. Left side, Hagerman for three. The high archer off the back missing, and Burgart has the rebound on the right block. Vikings with the basketball, leading by 20 halfway through the fourth quarter. Burgart the bounce pass, free throw line to Griffith. Titus over to the right side to Riedel. Mason back out top, Burgart left side, Anderson. Merrick holding on that left wing, top of the key again to Riedel with 3:52 remaining. Reed has it tipped out from behind and a steal for Hagerman. Another Viking turnover as Larned has it back. In transition, a three from Martinez is nothing but net from the right side. He's made 4 threes and in double figures with 12. Lead 17 for Smoky Valley at 50-33. 3.5 to play. Burgart on the right side. Pulls back, good feed underneath to Griffith. Titus fouled and count the bucket, Smoky Valley. Titus Griffith with 6 and a foul on Larned. Will send him to the free throw line for 2 attempts. Pinkston picks up his, or 1 attempt I should say, the and 1 opportunity. Pinkston picking up his second foul and the third team foul on Larned. 52-33 the score. Coulter Patrick back into the game for the Vikings from Eric Anderson. And a chance at 3-point play here for Titus Griffith, shooting 60% from the line this season at 9 of 15. Now 9 of 16 as he misses the free throw, and Pinkston gets the rebound. 3:22 to play in the game. The pass into the corner for Crable, missing the three. Griffith there for the rebound on the left block. Back over to Riedel. Splits a couple defenders. Mason bringing it up the floor, and Gets things to slow down a little bit on the pressure. Guarded by Martinez, though, out top, not really letting up. Burgart has it right side. Caleb drives, pull up free throw line, puts up the shot, and it rolls front rim missing. Reagan the rebound for Larned. Reagan up ahead to Pinkston. Layup missing. Rebound Chandler Reed. Viking basketball leading by 19 with 2:46 remaining in the contest. Riedel picks up the dribble to the right side to Burgart. Caleb fakes, looking underneath. Patrick Coulter against Pinkston, turns and threw it away. They really wanted him to turn and shoot, but the turnover gives it back to Larned. In the corner, lob pass over to the far side. Mason Riedel has it, and he stepped out of bounds, though, so he couldn't complete the turnover. As the Vikings will give it back to Larned here. Indian basketball, inbound play coming for Crable on the far side. Smoky Valley putting the finishing touches on this one here in Lindsborg. Crable back out top for Hagerman. Over the left side, Martinez is open again for three. That one misses, and the rebound goes to Chandler Reed on the left lane line again for Smoky Valley. He's done a great job on the boards tonight for the Vikings. Into the corner, Griffith has it. Takes a dribble, feeds Burgart, puts up a shot, and it rolls in for Caleb on the left lane line. First basket of the game for Caleb Burgart, 54-33 the score. Martinez with a skip pass to Hagerman on the right side. Smoky Valley about to empty the bench. Martinez tries another three, and it rattles home. 3 threes in this quarter, 5 in the game, 15 points for Andres Martinez. It's 54-36. Vikings lead by 18 with a minute 40 to play. Riedel picks up the dribble over to Burgart. Caleb with a three from the left wing. It's missing. Rebound is out of bounds. Back to Larned. Viking substitutions. Nicholas Carlson for the first time. The 5'11 sophomore coming in for Titus Griffith. Chandler Reed checking out as Kyle Robledo Diaz comes in for the first time. A 6'3 sophomore for the Vikings. Also checking in for Larned. Back in are Gonzalez and Tops. Hagerman, Crable, and Pinkston, the other three out there for the Indians. Martinez likely done with 15 tonight. Team high 22 for Christian Ryan. Inside Tops, got a rebound off of a miss there. He takes the left lane, gets it back out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez drives, and Robledo Diaz swipes it and swats it out of bounds. Vikings still lead by 18 with 1:11 to play. Larned basketball. Inbound play for Gonzalez in the corner. Pressured and double team, trying to throw it off of Carlson, but Carlson instead just takes it out. Up ahead to Patrick. Patrick drives, switch to defenders, missed the layup. Rebound is saved in by Patrick. In the corner, Tops has it, and he gets it back for Larned, and a foul called on Patrick. Boy, they're wanting Coulter to get that basket for sure. I'm gonna say that Larned's calling a timeout here. Coach asking if they want to get a bucket for him here tonight. And I think that Coach Steinlage's going to let that happen here. That's probably why he called the timeout, because he came over to talk to Coach Schneider. 51 and a half seconds to play, 54-36. I'm just like, and we're going to keep it here because I've taken too much time, but the Larned rebounder was kind of letting Coulter go after that board, and I think they kind of had an understanding of they want Coulter to get onto the board here tonight for Smoky Valley, and we'll see if he can. He picked up the foul there for Smoky Valley. It was the 15th foul on the Vikings, so when we come out of this timeout, there'll be free throws for Larned. Indians and Vikings here tonight. Smoky Valley leading at 54-36, just putting the finishing touches on this regular season finale win. Christian Ryan will finish with 22 points tonight. He had all those in the first half. Ty Heinschmidt with 11 in double figures for the 12th time this season. Christian 20 or more for the 10th time, double figures for the 16th time this year for the Vikings. And again, it will be free throws coming up for Larned. Senior night here in Lindsborg as most everybody's gotten into the book here. Merrick Anderson hasn't, but Titus Griffith with 6 points tonight. First free throw in for Javon Tops. He's got 13. Martinez leads the way with 15 on 5 3-pointers tonight, 54-37 the score. Second free throw for Tops, spinning around and out, and the rebound goes to Mason Riedel. So Tops goes 1 for 2, and the Vikings have the basketball. Mason Riedel has it to Burgart. Patrick has it now. Turnaround shot on the way, missing. Rebound Carlson, handing it back. Patrick, bank shot up, missing. Rebound again to Carlson. Patrick has another opportunity, and it misses again. He gets the rebound, misses again. This one up, missing again. Robledo Diaz back to Patrick. Left it short. He's got another chance, and it's in for Coulter Patrick. On his senior night, Coulter gets a bucket to go in, and everybody allowed him to do it. What a great finish to senior night for Smoky Valley as they lead 56-37. On the left wing, Pinkston fires a three. It's halfway down and rolls back down and in. Grady Pinkston with 5, and it's 56-40. The Vikings will let the clock run out. 56-40, the final score. Smoky Valley gets the win to finish the regular season 12-8, 4-4 in the Central Kansas League. Larned finishes their year at 6-17 and 1-7 in league play. Vikings win it by 16. We take a timeout. We're back after this break with our Viking Locker Room Show from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. This is Viking basketball on KLBG.
Coverage of Smoky Valley Vikings basketball continues next.
Smoky Valley the best of success in postseason play.
We are a full-service credit union with offices in Mound Ridge and Buhler. Mid-Kansas Credit Union would like to wish all the athletes the best of luck as they compete this season.
Protect your home with WaveTech Roofing and Guttering in McPherson. Eco-friendly synthetic roofing to lifetime gutter systems. We deliver durability you can count on. Call today for your free estimate or visit wavetechroofing.com.
Elevate every space with the Good Merchant in Lindsborg. From unique home decor to thoughtful gifts and beautiful accessories, you'll find the good stuff for every occasion. Shop your style at the Good Merchant, downtown Lindsborg.
Feeling unlucky after that fender bender? Don't wait for St. Patrick's Day to chase rainbows. Go straight to Hutch Auto Body. From dents and dings to major collision repair, our skilled team brings your car back to looking like new. No luck required. Trusted craftsmanship, honest service, and results worth celebrating. So if your vehicle's seen better days, let Hutch Auto Body turn your bad luck around. Hutch Auto Body, first-class service. On time, every time.
Whether you want a small home remodel or need repairs done or have a brand new build project in mind, Erickson Custom Building is your choice. All of us at Erickson Custom Building would like to thank our customers for 20 years of business and friendship. Brian and the crew at Erickson have spent those years developing excellent customer service and quality leadership for all types of projects, big or small, traditional or trendy. When your project is finished, it will reflect your vision for quality and follow-through that exceeds your expectations, not your budget. Call Erickson Custom Building or find us on the web at ericksoncustombldg.com.
Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
Welcome into our Viking Locker Room Show here on KLBG. Final score, Smoky Valley 56, Larned 40. As the Vikings get this victory to finish the regular season at 12-8 overall, 4-4 in the Central Kansas League. As Larned finishes the regular season at 6-17 and 1-7 in the CKL. Larned was one of the teams and schools that added those extra 3 games to their schedule, so that's why their record 6-17 with the 23 games. Smoky Valley again with the 20-game schedule at 12-8, 4-4 in the league. They were led tonight by Christian Ryan. He had 22 points, and they all came in the first half. He had 9 in the first quarter, 13 in the second quarter, and didn't make a shot the rest of the night, but Smoky Valley picked up the slack in other places. Ty Heinschmidt had 6 in the fourth quarter and finished with 11. 9 points added by Braylon Olson with 4 in the third quarter here tonight. Also 6 points added by Titus Griffith on the night for Smoky Valley. Rounding out scoring, 2 points for Caleb Burgart, 2 for Mason Riedel. A free throw from Atticus Pavlovich and a free throw from Chandler Reed, and Coulter Patrick getting the bucket there at the end of the game to get 2 points this evening for Smoky Valley as well. Once again, the Vikings win it 56-40 over Larned. Larned 15 points on 5 threes from Andres Martinez to lead the way for their squad. Javon Tops had 13. 10 of those came in the first half. He went 5 of 10 from the free throw line in the game and had 4 field goals as well in that first half. So again, 10 for Tops tonight for Larned. And not a lot from other places. 5 points for Grady Pinkston all in the fourth quarter. 3 points on a 3 from Luke Crable in the first quarter. Also 2 points out by Landis Hagerman. And 2 for Tristan Riggin for Larned here tonight. So that rounds out the scoring. Again, Smoky Valley with the win, 56-40. Take another timeout here. When we come back, we'll finish up our Viking locker room show. Doug Schneider will join us in the post game, and we'll also have a chance to name our play and player of the game. It's all coming up here on the Viking locker room show in the Midway Motors broadcast booth. This is Viking basketball on KLBG.
More of the Viking Locker Room Show is next. Coming up, we'll name today's People's Bank and Trust Player of the Game. KLBG Lindsborg, Smoky Hills, Rock 95.5.
Service is in their name. Ag Service in Hillsboro, Whitewater, and Assyria is there to serve you for your ag input needs. Their experienced team can maximize the return on your farming investment. Ag Service Inc. offers full agronomy services to help with crop planning and recommendations, as well as a full line of fertilizers, crop protection products, and seed. Independently owned and free to stock what you need. Stop in today and see the difference. Ag Service Inc. of Hillsboro, Whitewater, and Assyria.
At Midway Motors, we are here for you for every mile of life. Whether you're shopping for a new or used vehicle or selling one, Midway Motors will buy your vehicle even if you're not in the market to buy one of ours. Just stop by one of our 5 locations and one of our appraisers will evaluate your vehicle and you can leave with a check the same day. It's fast and easy. Visit MidwayMotors.com for more information. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
We understand that change can be hard. If you're still holding on to your old flip phone, we might just have the deal for you. At Nextech Wireless, you can get the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7 on us. With its convenient and pocketable design, this phone transforms into what you need when you need it. Nextech Wireless, celebrating 20 years of connecting Kansans.
Want your engine to power through the toughest conditions? Then you need John Deere Plus 52 engine oil. Built for extreme environments, Plus 52 gives your engine the protection it deserves and keeps it running at peak performance. Right now, you can save big at Prairie Land Partners. During the month of February, get 10% off select packaged oil and 15% off filters. It's the perfect time to stock up. Offers end February 28, 2026. Restrictions apply. Stop by or visit prairielandpartners.com.
Prairie Land Partners.
Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
Welcome back in the Midway Motors broadcast booth as Smoky Valley finishes the regular season with a 56-40 win over Larned to move to 12-8 overall, 4-4 in the Central Kansas League, and that puts them right there in the middle of the pack with Haven anyway. I haven't seen how Halstead and Hoisington came out tonight, so as you kind of look at how the league standings shape up, as Heston is the league champion at 8-0 and Pratt 7-1 in second place. So, but Smoky Valley picks up the victory here tonight over the Larned Indians, 56-40. 22 from Christian Ryan tonight, another 11 from Ty Heitschmidt. Braylon Olson finishes with 9 tonight for the Vikings. And they take care of business on the home floor as they get ready for Thursday against Fredonia in the first round of sub-state. Doug Schneider joining us now here in the Viking Locker Room Show. We had a different look tonight, Coach, to start the game with senior night. I know that you had your normal seniors that started in Heitschmidt, Pavlovich, and Ryan that took a seat early in favor of Reed, Patrick, and Anderson for you. So I know that you've got just a lot of seniors on this roster, so I know you wanted to kind of honor those guys, and you came out and got a victory on senior night against Larned.
Yeah, absolutely love our seniors. You know, Christian Ryan and Braylon Olson and Chandler Reed and Coulter Patrick and Brock Gingler and Titus Griffith and Merrick Anderson and, of course, Ty Heitschmidt and Atticus Pavlovich, all 9 of those guys, and our 2 managers, Memphis Patterson and Kylie Davis. I mean, just a phenomenal group of people, and we just love the opportunity to get them a chance to start and play and be able to do those things. And you know, Titus tonight, I offered him the opportunity to start, and he said he'd rather give the high fives to Coulter on the way in. It was more important to him. So it was kind of a tough rotation early to try to get all those guys maneuvered back in the way we wanted to. But I thought we opened up the game just fine. I mean, I thought those guys executed. They hit a couple of shots and went up early on us. That was kind of nip and tuck for the first quarter or so. And but I felt like we were putting things in the way we wanted to. We held them to 5 points. We held them to 5 points in the second quarter, 17-5. So we were really pleased with how we executed that. And our main goal was to come out and execute in that third quarter, and I thought we did a pretty good job. You know, there were a few things I thought we have the tendency sometimes when things seem easy for us to kind of get complacent, and I felt like we did that a little bit. I felt like our second group that came in the third quarter did a really nice job of stepping up and really raising that level again, and being able to get some finishes. I think Titus hit a couple of little mid-range, or hit a post-up and a mid-range jumper, so it was good to see that. Good to see so many guys get in the book and do some nice things tonight. You know, Titus had 6, Coulter scoring 2, Chandler getting on the board with a free throw. Atticus only had 1, but I thought defensively was solid tonight. So I thought there were really a lot of good things, and obviously Christian took over when he came in the first half, had all 22 of his points in the first half. So I was pleased. You know, when you have a senior night and you have a team like Larned that's coming in here that's been struggling a little bit, and we've struggled for 3 games in a row, so it was nice for us to be able to come out and kind of start to get some things down and also play a lot of people so we didn't get too tired before Thursday, and that was kind of one of my goals. It's hard because you know all your seniors want to be out there and playing as much as possible on senior night, but at the same time, I want to think about Thursday and the opportunity we still get to play at home. Our fans still get to come see us, and you know, I want to be able to execute on Thursday as much as I did tonight.
Yeah, obviously one of the biggest differences from Larned was no Kyler Green, and I know he caused you guys some problems last year down at their place, and they're just a different team without that post presence there. But with Coach Steinlage over there and his group, what do you see from that crew and what they're doing over there and making things tough for you, even though you did pick up a 16-point win tonight?
Yeah, you know, he's been having some struggles since they've lost their big man, and they've been struggling to score points, but I think he's got his guys in the right direction. I think he's trying to keep them motivated, and, you know, even he talked to me before the game that a lot of what they wanted to do was try to execute for what they could do on Thursday against Lakin, you know, and some things that he wanted to be able to try. Obviously, when you play a game like this, you want to win, but at the same time, you also realize what, you know, the game doesn't count toward a seed. The game doesn't count unless you make it to state, obviously. Then you want all the wins you can get. But, no, I think he's got his guys going in the right direction. I'm really impressed with the Larned's coaches all together. Their girls' head coach used to be their boys' head coach back in the day as well. And so we've battled against each other. And so, like I said, I really like what they do. They're a quality program. And I hope they think we're a quality program as well. I think we get along really well as coaches, and I think his staff does a nice job as well as his players. So I wish them the best of luck as well. And, you know, it's postseason now. It's late February. It's time to roll.
Fredonia, I'm guessing you maybe got a little bit of a scout on them, but what do you think about the Yellow Jackets, and what do they bring to the table coming in?
You know, they can score points in droves. They scored about 85 in their first game of the season. I think it was like a 93-85 loss to open the season. But, you know, I've gotten some information from other coaches. I've gotten, you know, film. We've got probably 7 or 8 different films right now to keep an eye on, and we've looked at a few of them. We'll dissect a little harder this evening and as we go through the day. Tomorrow and kind of get things going. Hopefully I'll teach something tomorrow. We'll see. And then we'll kind of work our way through that. But, you know, again, it's exciting to be at home, and I hope our guys have that mentality, kind of like KU did last night, that they're just going to come out and start to dominate here in the postseason and make those plays. So hopefully that's us tomorrow or on Thursday. And like I said, they can score, but I think we can take advantage of some of the things there as well. We just have to make sure we're ready to execute and play our game.
That's a special moment there for Coulter, wasn't it?
It was. Yep. Special guy. I love Coulter to death, man. I'm so proud of him for sticking it out for 4 years and continuing to battle and play. And I'm so proud of our guys for being so supportive of that as well. So it's a fun thing. And a king this year, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so. Doug Snyder with us. Coach, we'll see you on Thursday.
Thursday at 6.
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Vikings and Yellow Jackets will be the matchup in Sub-State here this evening. Smoky Valley wins it, or not this evening, Thursday evening. Smoky Valley wins it this evening by a final of 56-40. Vikings again finish out the regular season with a record of 12-8 and 4-4 in the Central Kansas League. Larned 6-17 and 1-6 in league play. Time for our Post-game awards here as we have our play of the game, the Hub Brick Oven play of the game, featuring their world-famous Brick Oven Pizza. Get your grub at the Hub, 100 South Christian in Mound Ridge. We're going to go ahead and give that to Coulter Patrick for the bucket that he made there in the fourth quarter. Everybody was trying to get him that bucket and get him in the basket here on his senior night to get him in the scorebook, and they did that. Coulter gets the basket for our play of the game, the Hub Brick Oven play of the game, featuring the world-famous Brick Oven Pizza. Get your grub at the Hub, 100 South Christian in Mound Ridge. Our player of the game brought to you by People's Bank, with 21 locations in Kansas. This is People's Country, and even though all the points came in the first half, Christian Ryan came into the game in the second quarter and dominated, and that's where Smoky Valley pulled away and made their big distance, a 17-5 second quarter. And Christian had 13 of those 17 points. He had 22 of the 31 first-half points for Smoky Valley. He is our player of the game. People's Bank and Trust player of the game. Community banking at its best with 21 locations in Kansas. This is People's Country. Big thanks to all the sponsors bringing the broadcast to you here tonight. We remind you can always listen to the games on your phone with the Ad Astra Radio app powered by Nextech Wireless, the latest phones and devices at the best prices. We have Smoky Valley Viking basketball coming up for you on Thursday and Friday. On the radio on Smoky Hills Rock 95.5. Listen on your Ad Astra Radio app. Also watch on Ad Astra TV. Coming up on Thursday, we're here with Smoky Valley Boys against Fredonia. Friday, we'll be on the road in southeast Kansas. Smoky Valley girls take on Caney Valley. Pre-game coverage will begin with Midway Motors Drive to the game at 5:45 each night. Tip-off at 6 o'clock for both of those games as well. We're looking forward to the matchups. And postseason is here for Smoky Valley. Again, right here in Lindsborg on Thursday. We're in Caney on Friday. And you can catch online video stream on Ad Astra TV, on the Ad Astra Radio app, and also on our YouTube channel, Ad Astra Radio. Big thanks to Mike Rose, who will be helping us out as he has all season on that home Smoky Valley video stream that he does an outstanding job with. And we thank him for all that coverage here for the Vikings that we can go ahead and put on Ad Astra TV as well. And then we will have the coverage on Friday from Caney with the Smoky Valley girls taking on Caney Valley. So stay tuned for all of that. We'll have a scoreboard update. Hopefully later tonight we'll have all the 1A sub-state scores posted again, and then we'll have more of your activity coming up here with scoreboards. You can always check those out on adastraradio.com. If I have them, all the scores at night, I'll always post it at night. If I don't have them until the morning, I post them the next morning after the games. But for the rest of the year, as we've hit the postseason, shouldn't be too difficult to have those up in the evening and at night to have scores that are updated. And just in case, last year the website with all the brackets crashed, and I had all the scores and was able to get those out statewide. So if you have any scores that you're looking for, I'm going to do my absolute best to have those posted. Friday might be difficult with the long road trip. It might be a little bit later than normal, but we'll make it work. And again, we are your hometown sports station here at Ad Astra Radio. Once again, your final scores tonight on the girls' side, it was Larned winning 33-29 over Smoky Valley. The Indians getting 10 points from Jaden Crosby to lead the way. And for Smoky Valley, they were led by Natalie Brown with 8-7 for Cameron Ryan. Smoky Valley battled with Larned, but they fall in the end by 4, 33-29, falling to 6-14 and 1-7 in the league. Larned improves to 17-6 and 6-2 in league play. Again, the Smoky Valley boys moved to 12-8, 4-4 in the league. Their regular season record with a 56-40 win over Larned, who finishes the regular season at 6-17 and 1-6 in the CKL. We also want to remind you that coming up tomorrow night, right here on Smoky Hills Rock 95.5, we will have the Bethany Swedes against the St. Mary Spires. We're looking forward to that. It's the first round of the KCAC tournament in Leavenworth. I'm going to hop on the bus with the Bethany Swedes tomorrow and get you the coverage from that here on Smoky Hills Rock 95.5. We're looking forward to it with Bethany basketball, as we'll have the Midway Motors Drive to the game at 6:30 and tip-off at 7 between Bethany and St. Mary from Leavenworth tomorrow night. Until then, for studio engineer Aaron Kane, this is Dusty Donna saying good night from Lindsborg, Kansas.
At Midway Motors, we are here for you for every mile of life. Whether you're shopping for a new or used vehicle,